Looks like I'm live. Hey folks, how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday night. So no gigs tonight, so I figured, what the hell? Let me go on and shoot the shit with my good buddies, the Live Wires. And without further ado, let me bring on the Live Wires. First, we have our buddy Dave.
What? Who? Where?
Dears Guitar Channel. Go down.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. And we have Brian S. We got the Live Wires. So we're calling.
Open up. I got the stuff, man. Open up.
Dave's not here.
And yeah, we got a few people already popped in here. So let me just say hello, Joe. If I can speak of the language. Joe Hervey is here. Hey, Joe, how are you? There's Hank Hill. How's it going, guys? Quentin James is in here. Got Fish. Daniel Horsley is here. Tom Harhai. Awesome. Grumpy Mike, who's not so grumpy. Layla's Guitar Daddy is here. Six String Brian. Wolverine is here. Cool, man. Lars Guitars. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen each other, Lars, because we don't talk about the other thing.
Yeah.
First rule. BC Rich 581 is here. Gussie Wells is here. There's Metal Soda. John Harden.
Soda.
He's slurping on a soda.
That
Buckeye Punchy. There's a new name. Welcome.
Buckeye Punchy.
Yeah. Buckeye Punchy.
I wonder if he's up here in Ohio.
He's in Ohio. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I got
really?
a Buckeye tree in my front yard. Makes a giant mess every other year.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well, if there's new people here, if you're not subbed to the Hack channel, please sub. And if you're not subbed to these guys, I should have your Livewires channel in the cards, which would be that way over Dave's head.
Over Dave's head's the official card section.
Over here. About here somewhere, right?
About there somewhere.
Out there should be a card for the live.
Coming right out of the duck's ear.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Shoot the duck.
So, guys, what's new and exciting? I know Brian's got some newfangled toys. Did you get your pedal today?
I did. We're gonna do a unboxing on the Hack Wires tonight.
Looky! Wow.
Woo!
That
unboxing.
Admission.
Huh? Maybe.
Quentin says he just sees the stupid duck.
You just see the duck.
Stupid. I just lost my chat.
If you wave your mouse over it, you should see the card come up. Gussie Wells is saying,
wave your thing over it.
Oh my God.
The mouse will come up.
Be careful.
We're just starting up.
Oh, we're off the rails already, boys.
Just wanted to make sure he got the instructions correctly.
I realized the Titanic was about to sink. Gussie Wells, I wonder if I will need to resubscribe to you in a week. So I don't know what the hell is going on. We were talking about this earlier on something else, but anyway,
that which we do not mention.
Yeah,
that which cannot be mentioned.
Which cannot be mentioned. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I finally hit the 1100 and then I lost 3. I think I gained 1 back. Anyways, it's doing this and that. And then when I put it out there, people were saying, yeah, they've been unsubscribed for things for whatever reason. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man. I don't.
Oh, you've had me and Dave on too many times and never had it with you. That's what.
Well, I don't want to say it, but you know.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Merrill J.
Spencer Cron is here. All right,
Spencer Cron.
Merrill J is here. Hey guys, welcome, man.
It's not the keyboard that's loud. It's the microphone is very sensitive.
There you go.
Your keyboard is very loud.
It's really not. I'm barely touching it. I'm trying to type quiet. Still sounds like mining.
There's another
operation.
Suspended. There's a new name. Welcome to the channel. Hola, amigos.
Yeah, I saw that video today, Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah, was talking Rick Beato. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so Rick Beato had a rant today about doing educational stuff and getting a copyright claim, and yeah,
That's some horse shit. Let me just go ahead and say it. That is some horse shit.
We got copyright claim on 9 seconds of Motley Crue at last Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, you know. That's weird. You guys played that theme song 100 times, but only last night did you get nailed for it.
We got
Yeah,
we got nailed for it on the Christmas video too.
and the very first video, which was Eric, when because we uploaded it. So the two times we've uploaded a video to our channel with it in there, it got caught. But last time was the first time live. But we don't care.
Well, you know, my video that I just put out. I mean, it's basically Wicked Game.
Yeah.
Note, and it didn't get a claim.
You know what? Sometimes it takes a while, eh?
Most of the time they pick mine. Like with mine, when I get claims, I usually get claims before I even push it live.
Yeah, I know I've had that happen, but there have been times when it's taken a couple of days.
Well, that's what I think's going on. I think most of the time the algorithm is reading your video while it's doing the processing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? While it's uploading and processing, that's when they're finding out whether they can take your money or not.
I did a live stream and I played a bunch of rips and stuff, and I got no claim until 2 or 3 days later for whatever reason. So
usually, if I do a live stream and I'm playing, but before it's even done processing, I have claims.
yeah, I get that too. Yeah, Nikki Notes 6 is here. There's a new name. Welcome. Got a few new names in here. Hey, if you're new to the channel, you know, like and subscribe to these guys as well. Let me know if you guys, if you don't mind, see if the card is up, because I did make a card with the Livewares channel. Or if you guys, why don't you guys throw in a link?
Yeah, we're mods, aren't we? I can throw in a link. Hang on just a second. Give me
Yeah, we'll throw in a link too. Hey, there's a visual guy. I saw Jacob, man. I saw you playing with your band there. Quentin had something on Facebook. You guys sound good, man. Very good.
There's the Livewires link.
There you go. Hey, Paul Lou.
There's Brian's link for Brian.
I was getting ready.
Quentin's
to throw you up there.
Star Trek. Wow. You don't like watching Kirk making out with the green women?
What?
Is that what Star Trek is usually?
Pretty much, yeah.
He likes
He does get in trouble with the alien girls, doesn't he?
Hey Brian, on your banner, is that your custom shop Les Paul, or is that?
Yeah, but it's not my photograph.
Oh, okay. It looks really good.
That's like professional photograph that came from the Reverb ad.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Hey, Mickey Settlemyer. Hey, man. If I haven't said hello. Dang, we got 31 folks in here. You guys rock.
Quentin says Star Trek's a rerun. Oh, shoot. I've seen this one.
What?
This is the one with the big lizard man. Darn it.
Oh, man.
Beat me up, Scotty. I've already seen this one.
Yeah, that was a 20-minute fight in the desert. I remember that one. They're throwing rocks at each other.
Gorn.
Yeah. That's
entertaining. Where Captain Kirk first encountered the Gorn.
The Gorn, yes.
Yeah. So you got to do this unboxing now, or you wanna build up some?
Oh, I don't know. We should probably build up some goodwill first.
Goodwill.
Have something to cash in later when we need it.
At least pitch out a couple laughs anyway.
No, I don't care if you wanna unbox it now. Don't matter. It's been there for a couple hours. I've been saving it for you.
Oh well, I know you're Dino, but it's suspended. There's a new name. You guys be jamming soon. I don't think we're gonna be playing on this chat, but if you check out any one of these guys' channels or my channel, there's lots of guitar playing. Lots of guitar playing on those channels.
Dwight Bailey says he's watching Star Trek too. He's dead, Jim.
I haven't seen Preston Wolverine. I haven't seen him, man. All right, let's open it up, man. I know you're dying.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go for it.
Let me get some light on the subject over here, maybe.
Hey,
Sharp.
Standard
The Sharp implement. I don't know why it came in a Amazon Prime bag because I didn't order it from Amazon or Prime. It came off Reverb. But just saw this literally a couple days ago on Pete Thorne's channel, and I was looking for a combination. Oh, nice box. I was looking for a combination reverb and delay in one box, something just to stick in the effects loop on the combo, so I'd have a little reverb and delay with. Because I don't really want to go full pedal board action again, right?
Hey, Russ.
So this thing kind of was fitting the bill, and Pete made it sound pretty good. And then I was watching Phil McKnight yesterday after I already ordered the thing, and he showed his pedal board. He's like, "This is my new favorite pedal." He had one too, so hopefully it won't suck. We'll take a look at it.
It looks
This
like
company's called
double pedal.
It's called Nux, but it's actually pronounced New
damn.
X.
Cheddar.
Hey, Cheddar,
Hey,
$20.
Oh, man.
Did you get naked pictures of Cheddar that I sent you? Did you get those pictures? Yeah.
We're not supposed to talk about the pictures.
Oh, sorry.
I heard Gibson is suing the MLB for infringing on their baseball cap.
See, I've got the new X wireless.
Oh, you got the new X wireless set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there it is.
Oh man, that's
So you-
it's a pretty looking.
So you got your delay over here and your reverb over here. It's got 3 types of delays and 3 types of reverb. It's got Bucket Brigade tape and digital delay. It's got spring, plate, and hall reverbs.
nice.
And those are, so you pick those. You can run them. It's got a little switch back here. You can run them in parallel or series. So if you don't want them to be one into the other, and you could pick, if you want to run them in series, you could pick which one comes first.
you
It's
can
also
pick
got
the order.
stereo out if you want. So
You can run just delay or just reverb, right? They can run them.
either one, because you got on offs right here, see. And
Okay,
then
cool.
it's also got tap, and then it's also got hold this down when you're playing the reverb and it adds shimmer.
Oh,
You want shimmer effect. And so these are your repeats. This is your times for your delay. I think it goes from like 20 milliseconds to 800 milliseconds or somewhere around in there through the different delays. This is decay for the reverb. Man, these pots are really smooth. So this is made in China. New X is a Chinese company. Brand new, 149 bones.
I'm looking at that, thinking that's a $300 pedal, but
That's what I was thinking when I saw Pete Thorne playing it, and then I looked him up, and they're $149 on Reverb. And I got this one slightly pre-owned, but I don't know that you'd know it by looking at it.
that's all looking at it.
So, yeah. So, and even there's places on Reverb that have them brand new for $149 free shipping that are taking an offer on them.
Sweet.
So you might be able to even get it, a few bucks cheaper than that. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the loop on the combo and just let it sit on top and be my built-in reverb and delay situation. So
Let me ask you guys: do you guys ever use tap?
I never did.
I'm not fortunate.
Well,
that.
that's not true. That's not true. When I was running pedal board with my little flashback mini, I ran tap on it
Oh, did you?
for certain things. Yeah. It's actually tap is very, very useful if you're looking for a very rhythmic delay.
Right.
Not just, not just to sit and hide in the background, but if you're looking for a really good rhythmic delay, tap tempo is really
I'm
good.
impressed. This thing's got 12 pages of English instructions with it,
There you go.
and with like cartoons for stupid people like me.
There you go. Even tells you how to hook it up.
Yeah, it even shows you which ones are which.
Pictures.
Very cool. So fun toy for tomorrow.
Let me say hello to a few more people. Nice guy Eddie is here. Hey, nice guy. How are you? Oh, Ben Coombs is here. Hey, Ben. How you
Hey,
doing?
Ben, what's up?
Fruitcake Tony's in the house.
Sandra, hi Sandra.
Hey, there's PJ and the Beard. Hey, guys. Everybody's popping in. Guys and gals, nice to have you. Nice to have you all on board.
Must be a slow Saturday night.
Must be.
This was an unannounced show, wasn't it?
Switch between slap back and left. There you go. And Jacob just said, visual guy just said it's good if you want to switch between slap back and a longer delay depending on the song.
Oh, the
Yeah.
tap tempo. Yeah.
Yeah, tap. Yeah.
Oh I'm doing that flicker thing now. See, I was saying too early that my flicker was when I went.
The girls like that flicker
Go too
thing when you
soon.
do that.
Hey Frank Corcoran, how are you?
That's how Hack gets all those groupies.
Oh, I got him lined up outside the door, man, and it's
He
cold
just
now.
needs to figure out how to get his roadie.
Just helping out with the Canadian economy tonight.
There you go.
Just helping out with the economy.
That's it. Now I can put gas in my car. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. Or you can put that in your car in a pinch.
Really.
I don't know. I don't think that's high enough octane for a car.
You'd probably get you down to the gas station, but it would gum up your injectors.
Hey, there's
Too much water in there.
YouTube let you in. Cool. Welcome everybody. We're just hanging out here on a Saturday night. There's absolutely no agenda. This was just off the cuff. Okay, this flicker's pissing me off. He fixed the. Hang on. No, that's not what I want. Hang on a second here. I'm gonna dumb it down to 480 and see if that fixes it.
It's got uncontrollable flicker. Yeah, I did, Cheddar, and I also saw your video today of the head, and they sound similar. Of course, you've got the head and the 12-watt or the 12-inch cab with it, so it would make sense that they would sound similar.
Yeah, I saw your video today, Cheddar. That was cool. Oh, they're still going. Okay. All right.
Oh wow, you're seriously
baby.
flicking now.
Not really. Okay, not really got to dumb it down. I got to go right back down to the Stone Age here, 360.
360, baby.
There
There
you
you go.
There we go.
Well, you don't look that bad.
So much for video quality, and I'm gonna scare the children with the mug.
It lasted a while.
I don't understand why that. I mean, if it's going to work in the beginning, you'd think it'd either work or it wouldn't work. It would start doing it in the middle of the stream once you've already gone live.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So
Cheddar's like, don't wait 3 years to review yours. No, I was kind of hoping to shoot some video this weekend, not get it out by the first of the week.
So you're gonna throw that in front of your. There's no built-in reverb on the run. I'm assuming that's
no reverb, no delay, no obviously no delay, no reverb on the run. It has two channels. The clean is really great, and the dirty is really dirty. It sounds great. It's fun to play it. I don't have any drive pedals or anything anymore. I did get one on order today though. I picked up the how do you say it, Mythos Koopa Chabra. So it's it's a two dial drive pedal. It's basically Billy Gibbons in a box. So that's what I'm kind of got. It's going to be the Billy rig over there.
Oh, cool.
And the Friedman Vintage T gets along well with it. They're like buddies. They're like, hey,
where you been?
I got a pal.
Nice guy Eddie says no sweat hat. We're all
Chupacabra.
guys. There you go. Music Therapy Laz. We're heading out to the casinos. Wish me luck. Just wanted to say hi. Good luck to you, Laz.
Stay away from the roulette table. That's
He's
my
hungry.
advice. Stay away from the roulette table.
No,
He's having a great weekend, man. He's up in Lake Tahoe. He went to see, Alter Bridge last night.
Oh,
Now he's heading to the casino today. He's having a great weekend.
Fruitcake Tony, that's not how it works on this show.
What?
what'd he say?
You guys got questions ready? No. It's hot wires. It's not live wires. They're not going to grill me today.
No. We're not grilling him. If anybody's
Speaking
getting
of,
grilled, it'll be us.
Speaking of, though, we have we have a whole new set of questions.
Oh yeah, this week. Well, we got a repeat guest, so we had to dig deep.
Oh, that's
into our-
yeah. You got Chris coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was our first guest on the channel actually, He wasn't the first person on the Livewires, but he was the first guest on the Livewires channel, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. Let me just answer this question here. No, I can't. Nice guy Eddie is saying, can anyone tell me how bad a Marshall MG100 head is?
I don't remember the MG 100. I mean, they're loud. I
They're
just
solid
don't remember
state.
being
Are the
that
MG
bad.
100 solid state? Yeah.
They're solid state. I just don't remember them being that bad.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
we have a
Quentin-
troll.
Quentin says we have a troll, but I think
Right.
DR already stepped on him.
Okay, yeah, crooked.
I put him in timeout. I slapped his wrist. Yeah, if he comes back and is going to be an asshole, then it's up to Hack to slap the band hammer on him. But
Yeah, we ain't got no room for that. And Fender Guru is here. Hey, buddy. Guitar Hack is gold your favorite color on a guitar.
Smart ass.
And
Yes.
belongs on certain guitars.
I don't know if you, well, I think you guys know this. I had a gold top. I mentioned it. I had a gold top Les Paul for the longest time. I don't mind gold tops. Just not a fan of the gold hardware, but everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Fezler61 is lurking. Welcome, Fezler. Great Vanzini.
Trying
Great
to share a
Vanzini and
picture.
Mr. Trolls. Yeah.
Can you see that, Hack?
My
Is that
chat
showing up?
rings.
Let's
Can you
see.
share that? That's the pedal I ordered.
So what is that? That's a drive pedal, obviously. But what is that? You were
Yeah, it's a
Billy
it's a
Gibbons?
drive that if you crank the gain all the way, it starts breaking into like a fuzz pedal. So it's basically drive to fuzz. It's basically Billy Gibbons in a pedal. That's what it's voiced for.
Well, visual guy loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you? I didn't know you were a fuzz guy, Brian.
I'm not, but I wanted something. It does light gain all the way to fuzz.
Well,
So
you
it's-
know, Billy used quite a bit of fuzz over the
Well, he
years.
still does. He's actually got a fuzz pedal now that's got a built-in EQ
Yep.
because he drops all the treble out with the EQ and he uses fuzz. But he doesn't use the fuzz like cranked
Yeah.
to maximum
Right,
fuzz.
well.
He uses it right on like breakup fuzz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He hides it well because I don't detect any fuzz in his tone.
He doesn't use very many pedals.
Yeah, it's a light clipping is kind of how he uses it.
He uses a MXR bass pedal, MXR delay.
MXR bass pedal, really? For
Yeah,
what?
he uses a bass pedal, a delay, a fuzz, and that's about it. A tuning pedal. He's got one other pedal in the rig, and I can't think what it is. That's all he uses.
You know,
And he doesn't even do in-ear monitors, or he has one little tiny stage monitor, and he listens to the PA. I was watching Elwood Francis, his tech on YouTube today. Actually, it was like a new rig rundown. He was like, Billy's old school. He actually listens to the PA for his guitar tone.
this is the new rig rundown because he did one a long time ago that I saw.
Oh, there's several of them. There's like 4 or 5, at least 2 or
Okay.
3 of them. 2 or
okay.
3 of them. It's
You
the
know-
most recent one I'd found anyway, because I was looking to see what was in his current rig.
We're doing a ZZ Top tune with the band, and it felt really weird trying to play ZZ Top on a PRS. It's just not right. You know, it notes were right, but it just didn't feel right playing ZZ Top on a PRS. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Cheddar Kong Pal says they sounded great when he saw them in September. Cool.
Yeah, they sounded great the last couple times I've seen them, and they're coming back through around here again this summer. I'm kind of even thinking about going and see them again. Yeah, I see you there, Thrash. You're funny.
All right, let's all play nice, folks. He played a Telecaster for most of the show. Really?
Billy plays a ton of Telecasters, man.
Tellies and SGs.
He
Likes
plays a
the
little bit of
SG.
everything, man.
Yeah.
He's not
Really?
he's not just a Les Paul guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to. Well, and I've seen him play SGs too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got custom SGs. He's got a Lil Red, which has got the pinstripe and the trim that's disconnected. It's just there for looks.
Right, right. Quentin James says they played with the flock of seagulls. He's just, yes, we know that's Quentin's brush with greatness.
You played with the flock of seagulls? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
There you go.
Oh, wow. He came back for more, huh?
Yeah, you know, you put somebody in timeout, and it's like, dude, get the freaking hint, right?
That's why he was begging a wrench, so he could cause trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the show is over, Quentin says.
Look, man, don't poke the bear, okay? That's all I'm gonna say to you.
So you got a question for you, Brian. You ever go to Rock on the Range or now Sonic Temple?
I have not been to either one of them yet. Rock on the Range is a big, like, multiple day concert that they have every summer here. They have it in our professional soccer team's stadium, and they usually have 2 or 3 really big headline acts at the top. But it's like one of those festival deals where they got stages all over, and the concert goes all day. But that's a lot of standing for me, man. That's a long day. And if you want to go to more than one day, I don't even know. I'm old, man. It's about 2.5 hour concerts, about all I can hang with.
Yeah, standing up through a show, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's hard. If it's standing room only type gig,
you know,
that's rough on me.
You know what pisses me off is you go see a show and you want to sit down and relax, and of course everybody in front of you stands up. So you're like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Damn, the whole damn show. Yeah, that's why I like going to see guys like Joe Bonamassa. Everybody sits.
It's the blues.
Yeah, everybody sits for Joe. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I was driving home the other night from Mesa and saw where John Fogerty is going to be playing the Talking Stick Resort, but it's next month, and it's when I've got visitors from out of town. So
Is that when you that place you drove us by, that casino or whatever that you showed us?
Yeah,
that's
as we were heading
convenient.
towards the airport. It's the big
Yeah.
casino on the left. Yeah.
You should go check that out. I saw him with ZZ, and he was
I can't.
fantastic.
That's the week I've got.
Take him with. Take him with.
No, that's no. No.
Gonna be a
It was
busy
a good
guy,
show.
right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'd love to go see it, but yeah, that one's just not in the cards.
I guess he would he be playing a lot of old CCR stuff? I guess he'd have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly CCR stuff. And he played like, when I saw him, he was the opening act for ZZ, and he played like 25 songs. He played 6 or 7 more songs than ZZ did.
Wow.
It was a lot. Played a long set. They were really good. I mean, it was a full set. It wasn't just like an opening act setting. Maybe they were a co-headliner kind of thing.
Is his voice still all right?
Oh, fantastic! He
Really?
sings great, plays the guitar
wow.
great. Whole band's great. Arnoff, the drummer, is that his name?
Oh, doesn't he
Arnoff.
play with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arnoff's the drummer, and his John's son is the rhythm guitar player, and he's fantastic too.
Mm.
Yeah, the whole band was really good.
Oh, that's,
Really good.
that's cool.
Yeah, every visual guy's like, you go see him. Every song he plays is a hit.
Yeah. Hit after hit, it was killer, he says.
Yeah, it's Daniel saying he saw him with Fogerty and ZZ couples. That's when I saw him too, a couple summers ago when they were touring together.
Yeah. I mean, you know, of course, you guys know I really like John. I love his playing. It's not difficult. It's not, it's not super fast. But it's always just right there. Right.
Oh,
where
Crowbar's here.
Uh-oh.
What the F? Wednesday already?
What's up, Crowbar? You and Hack did good the other night, though. You guys had a really good show.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun.
Yep. Oh, Daniel's like he saw him in Cincinnati. That's the same place I saw. We were at the same show, Daniel, at River. What's it called? Riverside or whatever, right where it's hot down by the Ohio River and sticky. I hate that venue.
So Sandra's asking, my question is this: are you a fan
Riverview.
of Gordon Ramsay or not? The guy, the cooking guy? Isn't he the guy that just gives everybody shit? Just a
Yeah.
miserable SOB?
Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, I know. I don't like guys like that.
I've been to his restaurant in Vegas. It's pretty good.
It would have to be.
Service was slow.
Probably got guys coming out of the kitchen with
Yeah.
friggin' bruises and shit.
I think I'd have to
Quentin
nut-
says he'd
nut
put
punch
a
him.
hurting on him.
Yeah.
Riverbend. Thank you, Daniel. Couldn't think of the name. I was going to say Riverside, Riverview. I knew it was something like that. What it is, it's river, hot and sticky, and lots of mosquitoes in August. It's not the best place for outdoor summer show for my personal taste.
Visual guy's got an R8 clown burst. It's got a little too much orange in the red.
Well, it's too much of a clown burst. Is the hard line, right? it's a real hard line on the burst. So it's
not a fade.
Really red, and then it goes to it. It's a hard line to an orange, or almost to the yellow. Yeah, that's what they call a clown burst. If you look at like some of the old '60s, the early '60s Strats, when the 3-color sunburst, you'll see what the clown burst is. It's like it's brown, it's red, it's yellow.
Yeah.
Very distinct. You know, they're not very faded.
Well, Bonamassa just put out another Gibson that is that. It's really orangey red around the outside. Like I thought it
Tomato burst,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gross.
tomato soup burst.
It's a shitty looking guitar. To
I
my
don't care
eye.
for that either. It's too
I've
red.
seen some other pictures of them other than the beauty shots, and they're a little more faded than that. They
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I don't know, I thought it looked kind of rough. So you're back to the tube amps, eh, Brian?
Oh, just for something different for fun. I'm
Just
not
for
gonna
fun.
get rid of the Helix, but I do have the idea of running the Helix through the power section in the Friedman just for fun to see what that sounds like instead, rather than piping it through the power cab. So that'll be something I can play with and get
Yeah.
ABM and see what kind of difference they sound.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
got a creamback. The Friedman's a creamback speaker, and the creamback's the one I've kind of been using the most with the power cab. So it'll be fun to kind of see how
What do
they
you got?
line up.
Is it a single 12 in the power cab?
It's a single 12-inch speaker, but it's a speaker that was, I believe it's made by Eminence, but
Mhm.
it's voiced. It's a FR speaker, so right, and then it has there's compression and all kinds of things built into that cab. So all the speaker emulation in there is all just like digital speaker emulation, right?
Right.
Just like cab sims, just like if you had more than one cab sim built into your XR out of your Hughes and Kettner, I have more than one speaker emulation built into the power cab besides
Well, say if
FR.
it's a single 12,
Hmm.
and comparing it with your other single 12 cab.
Yeah, that would be fair. That should be
That'd be
fair.
cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right,
Like one more than the other. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. All those Friedman Run 20s are like that. That would be the perfect head for me.
Yeah, because it's plenty loud.
21.
Luckily, I have the little JHS, they call it the little black amp box, and it's basically just a volume knob.
Yeah, it's a
And
pot.
you put it in your effects loop,
Hmm.
and then you can crank the volume and the gain, whatever you want to crank full blast on the runt without blowing up the house, and then you've got a volume control, so I can push the tubes but still get, in my man cave volume here without disturbing everybody else in the house, right?
Oh,
So that works great.
Hey, hippies here. Sandra's got one more question. Do you have a favorite local band where you live?
Oh, the Hit Disturbers, man! Come on.
Sure.
You got to plug your own band, man, every once in a while.
It's not where I live. It's in Louisville, where I go visit my in-laws. There's a band called Broke by Tuesday. That's a really good bar band that
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I love that name too, Broke by Tuesday.
Probably
That's a really clever name.
Paid on Friday, broke by Tuesday.
the coolest local band that pops into my head, and they're not around anymore. But back in the day was Gatto. Which, if you guys aren't familiar with, if anyone in the chat is not familiar with the band called Gatto, because they did have records out, you can check them on YouTube. It's just really good, down and dirty 70s rock and roll. Just absolutely great.
Metal Soda says your other band is better, and I don't think you'd argue that point, would you? Heck,
The other Rebel,
the other band, the one that you just go hang and jam with,
Rebel
that's
Charlie.
got all the, yeah, the one that your wife sings in.
Yeah, but they get it's the same shitty guitar player though.
It's the same lead guitar player.
Quentin, that's
Go
just
for it.
your text.
Real person.
It's that guy that used to be that tech for that other guy playing guitar.
Yeah, yeah. Krellbar's gonna send people from Dave's over here. He's wrapping up. Okay, cool, Krell. Yeah, no worries, Sandra. No worries.
Hey, hippie, what's up, dude?
Yeah, Fire Hack. Yeah, Metal. So that's about it. Eh?
Oh, Woody Johnson says he's got the Atlantic since Pete's video too. Easy to use, sounds great. That's what I was looking for, and he was raving about it. You guys were talking about another little pedal that I saw Pete Thorne. Well, it's not a pedal; it's that long strip, that fly, the Kotzen.
Kotzen Fly Rig.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. If I hadn't already ordered this thing, I might have got that because you can pick up a used one. 150, 140 bucks, and it's got the delay, the reverb, it's got cab sims, and it's got the drive, which the Kotzen drive pedal separately is $189. So
Right.
that little drive section on that strip that you guys were talking about, that's a pretty good bargain to get all
Yeah,
that.
it was BC Rich.
I went to help out jam with the band a couple weeks ago, and the guy, the other guitar player, had the Fly Rig. It's the first time I'd seen one. Right?
There's more than one too. I didn't realize that.
It was
Did
a
you know
little,
there was more than one?
like a really. It looked cheap. I mean, it's not cheap. Well, I don't know, but it looked like just like a plastic strip.
It's about like this cardboard box. That's about how big it is, right? Well, it's a little
Yeah.
bit longer than
It's
that.
just a
but-
little narrow strip, and it had. And I'm like, "What is that?" He goes, "Oh man," and he starts hitting the drives on it, whatever. And he was playing out of a pretty shitty amp. I was playing out of the nice Marshall, and he was playing out of this shitty amp. And even with that, man, his tones were like, he was kicking my ass with tone, man. He had way better tone than I did that. So,
Have a good night, Jake.
I got a new
Hey,
Les
Jake.
Paul Standard, but I'm not real happy with Gibson's customer QC because it arrived missing a volume and a tone knob.
No, it's missing 2 volume knobs.
Yeah, it's missing 2 volume knobs. So luckily they were in the case. So I'm gonna have to. It's my new R8
gonna play a little guitar on you.
or my new RO.
Jasper
Yeah.
Plumbing Supply. Hey man, haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Crowbar says they dried the wood out too much.
Yeah, shrunk. Yeah,
It's
left it
shrunk.
too long in the dryer.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What's up, Jasco?
So
The new 3D camera overheated, shrunk my guitar.
oh yeah,
They left it in the dryer too long.
3D camera. So is that it for you, Brian? Or are you looking for some more?
That's what I'm gonna roll with. I've already got a noise gate, a Boss noise gate pedal, which I thought I would stick in when I'm using the P90, but I really don't need it. It's not really that noisy. The Friedman P90s aren't extremely noisy.
Yeah.
So I've got that. I got it from local Guitar Center for like $40, the used one, right? So that was no big deal. If I don't end up using it, it's easy to get rid of. Boss pedals are easy to sell. So
Yeah.
and that's it. I already had the little black box. You guys want to see that? See what they look like?
little
It don't look like anything, but works great.
I came too late. Have an extra.
This thing's way better than buying a attenuator for several $100s or $1,000 or whateve. That's it.
Just in time.
45 bucks brand new. So effects loop, send, return, Now you got mass, so you can crank the amp all the way up and then use this to control the volume, and it works
Great.
freaking perfect. It's passive, no power, don't have no battery, no nothing.
Brian, you see what Jasko's saying there?
Genius. What's that? What'd he say?
It says, Brian, I came late. I came too late. I have an extra Friedman Runt 20 combo. I could have helped you out.
Oh wow, you got two. He has a spare Friedman Runt combo. Who has a backup?
I
No,
know.
that's cool. I bought one used. It's got one little scuff mark on the back corner on the Tolex Dave and I were talking about. How to glue it back down the proper way, and that's it. You wouldn't know. And there's a little crack in the faceplate too. That's it. It's got new tubes in it. So I know he didn't lie because the receipt from Chicago Music Exchange for the new tubes being installed was inside the amp. That just happened in January, so I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, nice. Brian.
Quentin says it's a relic runt.
So,
Wonder when Dave Freeman will start coming out with relic amps that look like they've been road worn for like 40 years. The Tolex is all torn up. It's got gaffer tape all over it. Dave's like, oh, hell no.
oh,
I mean, the relic guitar.
You know somebody, sooner or later, somebody's going to do it.
no, you're right.
Just shoot me now. I mean, really, just shoot me now. Back in the day, back before this whole relic craze, right? You'd go shopping for a guitar, and if a guitar had a ding or big scratches or missing paint, it was thousands of dollars less than one that was in really good condition. And now people pay more because it's already scratched, dinged, and missing paint.
Yeah, but people pay a fortune for a guitar that's 50 years old that has checking on it because the checking looks cool.
It is beyond my grasp, man. It is just totally beyond my grasp.
For me, it's not really so much the relic; it's the neck on the Friedmans.
It's how that dichotomy just got flipped up on its ear. It's like, why should I? And now you look at even in vintage guitars, and people, because it's relic, people are now trying to command premium because it's relic.
That's Cheddar saying that Fender was putting out some $10,000 custom shop relic amps.
Oh, screw that! Screw that!
You get a relic twin reverb for 10 grand.
That's a joke. I'm sorry, that's just a freaking joke.
No, that's just not right, man. That's just not right. What are you looking at these days, Dave? You're not looking at anything. You're all happy now, right?
Not
He's
really.
He's set.
There's always I'm always looking at like white customs. That's one thing I want to add. Eventually at some point, I'm just waiting for the right one to come along at the right time. But other than that, there's really not much on my radar at the moment, and it's been that way for quite a while.
Well, that's good.
Since you got the Zematis, more or less, you've been fairly satisfied.
Yeah.
You've been dumping guitars even.
Yeah, I've been really happy with that guitar.
How's it going, Dave?
Cheddar, I'm going to go with PRS, just shot in the dark. Just going to throw that out there. Just going to go PRS. Just see what happens. See if that sticks.
Okay, the dog.
Thanks, Jeff.
The dog post says he put up a video of me mangling Deep Purple's Burn, and it got a copyright strike before I finished posting it. You
Well,
got
yeah,
a
that
strike,
happens.
dog, but man, strikes are serious.
Yeah,
Strike. Ooh.
3 strikes, you're out, man.
Yeah, they'll take away your channel.
Claims are one thing. Yeah, claims. My personal best is 10 on one string.
Woo!
I say
You should get like a little star next to your name when they hit you with 10 of them, like repeat offender star or something.
Anytime you get over like 5 or 6 in a stream, I think you should get a star.
Hey, Jack Daniels, 10101, welcome.
What's up, Jack?
Yeah.
Gussie asked me if I ever tried the Pink Taco, and I have not. But I was tempted. I'd listened to a lot of them before I picked, but the Pink Taco doesn't have the XLR out. and some of the other things that the Runt has, and it's the same or more money because it's a hand wired combo,
Yeah.
whereas the Runt is not hand wired.
Yeah.
It's still made in America. It's just not a hand wired amp, so makes the Runt a little bit cheaper, and you get a few more goodies.
You see
You
that?
were rocking that thing out in your last video, Dave. The orange
Yeah,
one sounded
yeah,
fantastic in
actually-
that video.
I actually played it in the video that I put out last night.
Yeah, it sounded great. I was listening to it earlier today.
Yeah, it did sound good. So you're. I thought that was one that was also on the chopping block. Buckeye Punchy's interested in it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that one's. I play it so little. Yeah, I've had it. Let's see. Well, I unboxed it on the live wires, so you can go back and see when I unboxed it. I probably have, I don't know, 4 hours of play on it. I mean, otherwise it's just been hanging. It's been hanging in that spot right there, pretty much ever since.
We've got a new name in here, Feta Fried Rice. Welcome. I like
And
that
you're right.
behind DR.
You like the Firebird there?
There you go.
Good call, Feta Fried Rice. That is a nice Firebird.
That is a nice Firebird. Now you're making me miss my Firebird. Stop talking about the Firebird.
You're not missing it that bad. You've already bought 2 Les Paul since you got rid of the Firebird. What are you talking about?
I don't think so, Soda. But that's an 06. That Firebird there is an 06 in the classic white. It took me a while to find that one. Classic white ones are hard to find. They only did them and they did them like every 7 or 8 years. They would bring the white around, and so it's probably the rarest color on Firebirds, and they're just hard to find. And when you do find them, they usually command a premium. So.
Dave, did you see Soda's question for you about your Kramer?
Yeah. I don't think they do. This Jackson right here does, but I don't think the Kramer does the carbon fiber rods.
Settle down, Cheddar. Settle down.
Cheddar's on a tear.
Yeah, did you notice he hadn't sold that R9 yet, though?
Yeah. Holding on pretty tight to that R9, Cheddar.
I'd like to see Cheddar make a pickup out of his R9 and walk around outside the Gibson offices.
I'll trade you my Edwards for your R9, and you'll just be telling you could still have a Les Paul and just not have Gibson on the headstock. We'll just call it even.
Yeah, there you go. Burned it in the fireplace.
You burned it in the fire. No, you didn't. No, you did not.
Oh,
That's funny.
It's rusty. No, it's not rusty. It's straight. It's orange. That is.
why don't you bring it? Show it. It's
That's
got
a pretty. That's a pretty. It's a pretty orange.
It's got a really nice sparkle finish on it. And now that I know how to feature people, I'll feature you. Having a hell of a time the other day. Okay, here we go.
It's like right click on his face, hack. Right click on his face.
There you go.
See if I can get
Sparkly.
It's pretty.
It's very sparkly.
the lighting here. Brighten it up just a fuzz. There you go. Now you can kind of see it's got a light metal flake in it.
Yeah.
They make a blue one and a white one too, don't they? Is that the other two colors?
Black. Graphite or maximum steel is what they call
Oh,
it.
that's right. It's a gray metal flake, black and silvery metal flake. Don't they make a blue one too? Blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue one.
Yeah.
I picked that one up. I remember I wasn't a big fan of the neck on that one. It was a little off for me.
I like the neck on it. It's actually a nice, comfortable. It's a really nice. It's almost like I would call this almost like a slim '60s kind of carve.
I don't hate the inlays. I'm just wondering where they came up with the idea. Like, what guy was sitting around one day trying to think up new inlays? He's like, I've got an idea. Let's put the headstock in as the inlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call them shark tooth inlays is what they call these.
They're not really shark tooth.
That's what they're called. They're called shark tooth
Yeah.
inlays.
They look like claws more to me than teeth.
They look like jalapenos. Is what they look like.
Jalapenos.
Look at them. They look like jalapenos.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, I like to say it.
I wasn't kidding.
Chili
man.
peppers. They're chili peppers.
It's actually called Orange Crush. Is the name of it? Soda is the name of the color on
Orange Crush soda.
it. Orange Crush soda.
Okay, Dave, you got another request. Freda wants to see your Firebird.
Let's see which.
Firebird.
Firebird. Oh, the bird. Yeah, I can show you the bird.
Bird
Bird is the word.
is the word. Yeah, Krill,
I can't-
her teeth pulled. That's what I thought. Looked like teeth.
I can't buy any more guitars. I already got one on pre-order, and I'm out of places to hang them on the wall already. Something's gonna make a hole.
There you go.
Wow, that's nice.
Rosewood. The rosewood on the fretboard on this is just gorgeous. It's
I just think the headstock on yours is about the best one ever.
You like the banjo tuners. You don't like the...
Yeah, and I like the way that it's painted, and it's sweet.
It's got the original banjo, Kluson banjos,
That's so freaking rock and roll.
and it's got these two little. It's got those two little bits of stand rash. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But that was not from me. It was from the previous owner.
Right.
But
What color is that officially? Obviously, it's
Classic
it's creamy white now, but
classic white.
classic white.
Sick white.
hmm It's aged very nicely. It's that nice creamy white color.
Anything else you guys want to see?
Fanzini's asking why they put the neck on upside down. I wonder the same thing, dude.
I like the reverse headstock on that. I that's just the way they always made them.
I do too. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I kind of had one of them.
Hack's next thing you know, Hack's gonna be picking up another Firebird.
Yeah.
Look, his gears are turning in his little brain. What can I get rid of and get another Firebird?
Thanks, Grumpy Mike. Appreciate it.
no, that's what
Hack
that-
Covens. Yeah, but that's got too much gold. He'd have to sand all that down.
Daniel Horsley. Thanks so much, guys.
Hey, Brad, what's up, buddy?
that is what you want.
A custom?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Here's a question for you. A custom before an R9 or a custom after an R9? If I had a choice.
Well, custom's cheaper by a couple grand.
Custom before.
Custom before?
Yep.
I would really notice that much of a difference, between a custom and one of the ones I have.
Weight-wise, you
I
might.
love I love my Les Pauls. Standard, classic, whatever. Traditional, I got them all, and I love them all.
Dave,
I'm with you.
traditionally, what?
Solo. Hand 36 Solo says the reverse makes the low E the longest string, and it does help. Having that bit of extra length on that string, you get a little extra. You've got extra tension across to bring it up to pitch, right? So it makes it not quite as floppy, and then you've got the less tension on your upper strings too. That's why I like a reverse headstock.
So I have a question here from Feta Fried Rice asking why I sold mine. And I sold mine for the same reason that Cheddar Kung Pao is saying. They look great, but they're not comfortable to play. And it's really long.
Damn, Hack, you got half your bus ticket to freaking Gear Fest already.
Holy shit. How do I take my money back from
It was minus 19.
Thanks.
Entirely too much Gibson in this show.
All right.
Give me my money back.
Okay, that's we can't pick on Cheddar now. He's bribing me.
Look, I really don't think this is very uncomfortable to play.
You can pick on Cheddar anyway, because Cheddar will pick on you back.
You know,
Right?
Cheddar don't play.
You know, I have that rule that I if I don't gig it, I'll sell it. I was taking that Firebird out so rarely for shows because the thing is 20 feet long.
You didn't have enough circumference.
Yeah, I and here's the thing, and I only noticed this when I was selling it. I had on the back of the headstock, I had a little ding, and I'm like, I don't know how that happened. Just literally moving it around, you're gonna hit something or somebody,
Put somebody's eye out at that thing and get sued. Had to get rid of the Firebird. I wounded a dude at the last gig.
You know, but it I tell you, man, it sounded great. It was gorgeous. I love the way it looked. It sounded great. Those mini humbuckers in that guitar sound phenomenal. But you know, it's just. But even sitting down and playing it, it's awkward, right? It's just awkward for me.
I don't find it that awkward, but I also sit and play in the classical position anyway. So
You guys just need to look at the bright side. If you get a letter from Gibson that says they're suing you, at least you know it's authentic.
Right. Hey, there's Axis. Hey, how's it
It's
going?
not a scam.
This is here, and so Six String Stanger. Welcome, guys. And somebody had a question for me earlier, and I apologize.
That's harsh.
I missed that.
Did you see what Brian posted?
Why
Wow.
is there no reason to what?
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 That's just not right.
Ah, man, he threw down the gauntlet.
Oh, that's not right. No,
Firebirds have no reason to live. Oh,
That's what he
man.
said.
no, they
I
got.
have to disagree with you there, buddy. It's okay though. It's okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Somebody was asking me, was it Axis? Axis, I thought you were asking me something earlier. Oh no, he's asking you, Dave. That's what it was. He was asking about the pickups in your custom. He's asking if they're DiMarzios.
They are not DiMarzios.
Double cream, right?
those are those are double whites.
Double whites.
Those are double whites. Those are Guitar Bazaar PNAF. Aged double whites.
I was gonna grab my PRS, but it's not here. I got the same pickups in my guitar PRS.
And
I'm thinking about selling all my Gibsons. I'm going to be honest with you.
I love.
I want that custom.
Yeah, there you go. Brad Miller just set PNAF for the win. So
I'm
Little-
with Cheddar.
little
I'm going to
fella
sell all my
Brad.
Gibsons too. I'm going to dump them all.
Gibsons, get out of here.
I'm going to sell them all. So I can get an RO.
Well, I'll take that custom off your hands, man.
I threatened to sell it, and then I picked it up and played it for a day, and I was like, I can't freaking sell this. That would be stupid.
which one? Your custom shop?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is, I love the
And
top.
you gotta.
When you have a sub 8-pound Les Paul, it's pretty hard to not have fun playing it because the standard leaves like a mark on me
Right.
in my rib cage, in my skinny rib cage. I have a bone bruise from playing the standard.
Buckeye Punchy says his Les Paul color is Mojave. I don't think they have that color anymore.
No, that was like
That's the original color,
2016, 2015, 2016, the Mojave Burst.
Cheddar's going to protest by keeping his R9 and not buying the R8 and RO. Well, I'm sure their feelings are damn hurt.
The ROV1.
Oh, V1 specifically.
Oh man.
The V1 has the best colors, but the V3 is the neck that I want. Why do they always do that? They never can just.
Put the right combination
I
together.
wish they would just do an RO with an RO with the slim taper 60s with the dirty lemon fade or dirty lemon burst. And
Why can't we just have a real tobacco burst for one time?
Yeah, nice
or a real tobacco burst.
With the
I'd take
proper
either
fade.
one.
A real one, not bourbon bursted,
No,
Yeah.
no.
pretend
tobacco
faded tobacco burst with some cherry thrown on top.
burst. You could call Gibson and have them do a made to measure for you, and they would paint it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love to. They would like, yes, sir, we will do that. We need $5,000 deposit.
Yeah, here's the my house. Yeah. You know
Hey, I'm
what?
just saying, if you want it, they can build it.
Why
I
is
know they can do it.
there's a guy locally selling it, and I showed you guys the
Mhm.
photo of that tobacco burst.
That's a nice tobacco burst.
It's a beautiful. It's all the tobacco bursts I see. You're talking about the clown where it's like
Yeah.
light and then just real dark. It's so hard to find one where it's like a gradual blend, or where they don't
Yeah.
have to spray the top and it's too dark the teardrop comes too low. This is how anal I am about this.
Yeah, you don't like the perimeter burst, and you don't want it to just go from brown to freaking yellow. You want some fade in there.
I want a teardrop, but I want a teardrop that blends in, right?
That fades in.
And I want a little bit of a flame on it. Not crazy ass flame, because I don't like that. Just
now, if your flame, if it's book matched and it's off 1/4 inch, is that a deal killer for you? Because that's a deal killer for Dave.
I don't care about that.
Total deal killer for me.
See, sometimes it looks good because they do it on purpose. It gives the guitar movement, but some of them, if it doesn't have a lot of movement, it kind of looks like they just didn't do a very good job matching the top.
It just looks bad to me. It just because I'm a woodworker at heart, right? Not by trade, but I'm a woodworker at heart. I used to be by trade, but when I see that book match, when I see them staggered, it drives me insane. It just absolutely drives me nuts. I can't stand it. I want to see it. I want to see the light on.
You just want a one-piece top is what you need to make you happy.
I don't want a one-piece top. I want to see the light on one side. I want to see the dark on one side, and I want them to match the frick up.
You know what you really need, Dave? You need a PRS. That's who matches up the tops. I know you can't do it.
If I could like a PRS neck, I would say okay.
Here, let me feature myself because I think this one.
Yeah, let's compare bookmarking. Let's compare bookmarks.
You see that?
Well, you're kind of blurry because you had to go down to 360, but we can see it. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, you can see the seam.
That's pretty close. No, that's
good, eh?
That's pretty close. Well, it's okay. So
is that the NAMM guitar? Yeah, that's the NAMM guitar, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one you bought so somebody could go to NAMM.
That's a well matched, fairly well matched top.
This is a traditional, man.
Mm-hmm. No, that is not a clown burst top.
I look. Okay, you see how it fades?
Yep.
See that?
See, a clown burst would be a lot more bright red on the outside, and it would be a hard line instead of a fade.
Let me boost up my my thing here so you can
boost your res, man.
Yeah.
Boost your res up.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And what's nice about it too is up here, you can see the flame. So it's not so black, dark red that you can't see through it. This is a great top and a great guitar. I love this guitar. It's the one I used on my
oh, you flicked
80s jam I just played.
Look at my flame. My book match is off too, but not too bad.
No, that's all right. You know what? You know what?
Brian, killer for me, man. It's off too far. No,
I don't mind that.
No, it's not. Here,
I'm getting glare. Sorry,
you got to put the poker chip on there, man. It just doesn't look great without.
No.
Yes.
No chip.
Put the poker chip.
Yeah. See how. Look.
You know what I like in mine? I like the north. I like the north and south striations as much as I like the east and west flame.
Yeah. Go. Lift it back up a little bit, Brian. There you go. Right.
Here, let me do this. Hang on. There you go.
Yeah, see, it's not that's not matched well at all. That would be a deal killer for me.
But it is when you move it, you get that.
No, it's got plenty of movement, but it's just the way it's matched up is just a total deal killer for me.
Yeah, this came from Wildwood Guitars. You're pretty much out of luck, Dave.
It looks like it's almost two different pieces of maple that they just cut and glued together. It doesn't look like a single piece of maple at all. But you don't. What you should see.
Dave should stick with the painted Les Pauls. He'd be a happier camper.
No, they make it. I don't have a really well matched guitar. They do them, and I pointed out when you guys send me stuff, I'm like, oh, that's matched really well. Yeah, thank you. But a lot of times it's almost even my traditional isn't matched up very well, but it has enough character that I actually like the top in it.
I know that down is the bridge and up is the neck. I don't really need the label just to tell me.
Okay, show that. I just I'm featuring you, Dave.
Yeah. So what a match top should do is if you see how this side it's dark and this side is light, right?
Yeah.
They should be exactly opposites.
Yeah.
This one's close, but it's not.
Does it have something to do with the fact that the top's not flat?
No, has nothing to do with that. But it should be it should be a mirror image. It just one side should be light, the way the light's hitting it. One side should be light, the other side should be dark.
But the majority of them aren't, so you almost have to believe then they do that on purpose.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said, this one just had enough character. The color was right, the weight was right. It sounds good. It plays good.
Tom's onto something.
What's that? You're not even there. Yeah. I'm with you, buddy.
Okay, Buckeye Punchy's asking me Gibson's with pick guard and poker chip or naked. Okay, so here, let me.
Depends.
So here's the deal. This has to be there. The pick
Why?
guard.
You get lost, you're not sure whether you're up or down without
I get
it.
lost. Yeah. No, I don't know. It looks wrong if that's not there. The pick guard, depending on the. If
That
it's a
looks
solid
wrong.
color, put the pick guard on. Okay, let me show you this flame since we're on the flame. So let me
Uh-oh.
improve this friggin' shitty
You're
ass.
locked up, Hack.
I what?
You're
Now
back.
you're back.
Well,
All right. No,
Now
I'm,
you're back.
I'm changing the thing. Okay, so here, check this. I think this one will be to Dave's approval.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
well, when you have those tight flames like that, it's not as obvious. So with the tight flame like
There
that,
you go. Look.
like I said, because that's really small, really tight flame.
Right.
With that, it's not nearly as obvious as when it's wider flame. When you've got like dime sized flame that runs across it, or dime size or just a hair smaller than dime size.
Right.
That's when it becomes really obvious that they're not matched well.
Six String says it's not authentic if it doesn't have the chip and the pick guard on it.
There you go.
Now, see, I disagree with the pick guard because it's really up to the guitar on the pick
To me,
guard.
I hate the pick guard because it actually destroys the guitar by putting freaking drilling holes into the wood.
Well, that's why I won't put one in this. It came without
Yeah.
it. I'm not gonna drill
Yeah.
it.
I wish this one didn't have it. It's covering up the beautiful freaking top. But-
Flitta's got a point. Yes, I always need one more Les Paul, and I might be getting one actually.
You got it bad. You
But I
have
gotta
it
sell
bad.
something. No, here's my problem. I got nothing left to sell.
Well, that's the problem. Sooner or later, you just all have nothing but Les Pauls, and we all know you can't let those go. So
hey,
you're just gonna have to buy another rack.
Buckeye Punchy, if you're still in the chat and you wanna hit me up about that, drguitars1@gmail.com.
Hang on.
So it's not perfectly matched up either.
I
But
like
this one's
that.
got wider flame on it. I'm
Yeah.
having so much
See,
problem with
and see,
glare.
that's where it becomes really obvious when you have the wider flame like that. To
I'll
me,
take it, Brian. Don't you worry.
Oh, dude, this this thing doesn't even feel like a Les Paul
You know
because
what's
it's so
cool
cotton
about it,
pick
too?
and
I like
light.
What's really cool about it is the red sides. Of
It's
that.
also got some like spalting type stuff going on in it too. You see some of the other figuring in there besides just flame. I don't know. It's pretty sweet.
it's
yeah.
really hard to see.
That's sweet. Man.
The back's nice.
That's a sweet looking axe.
That's a really nice. The back on that is really. Is that one or two piece back, Brian?
Well, I don't know. If there's a seam, it's right down the middle, and that's a really good one.
I don't see it, man.
Yeah, don't
I
see it
know.
either. It looks like it's just a single piece.
I think my
back.
favorite thing's the volute. I think they should put them on all the freaking Les Pauls. I don't know why they don't. That
Absolutely.
should be on every Les Paul
Every
guitar
single
made.
one of them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty.
the only way I'd ever sell this is if I was gonna get an RO instead, because this is a third. Well, no, this is brand new. This is half price of an RO.
Yeah.
That came
Yeah.
with the pick art on it too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that. With the custom shop ones, always, unless you like order it, I think almost all custom shops come with a pig art on them generally.
But the volute on that you have on that is way better than the old school volute that's on this one.
Cheddar says volutes are poop.
I completely disagree.
Tom says he wants to know why it's called a volute, and I think it must have something to do with violins or other string instruments, and I would expect that Cheddar would know that
There you
because
go.
he used to be a like a cello player or something. Do cellos have volutes on them, Cheddar? Big string instruments, stand-up basses, and all that stuff?
Not that I remember. I played violin. No.
You played violin?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
I didn't know
You did?
that.
Violin looks
Yeah,
hard, man. No
there you go.
frets.
This is the volute of the 70s. This is
You're right,
the 70s.
right.
And it's just, I mean, this one it's just a small volute on this one.
Yeah,
But
that's what you see on other types of guitars, like other manufacturers.
The Kramer has a volute.
Right.
We got some more people that joined us while we were all looking at Bookmatch.
Cheddar says no, they didn't. Says volute is French for ruins the guitar.
And that's a much more significant volute.
It's French for ruins
Okay.
the guitar.
Okay, hang on, guys. Let me just say hello to some of the new people that popped in here. There's some new names here. Okay, what was it? Bobby Lopes, welcome. James Severn is here. How's it going? Yeah, burst porn. That's what we're doing right now. BB Maid. How's it going, man? Jerry W is here. Welcome, everybody. Just hanging out here on a Saturday night. And James Severn loves Les Pauls. Yes, I agree.
I like Les Pauls too. I have 3 of them.
Dan in New Jersey. Welcome, Zach Thong. Everyone said hello. All right, I think I got everyone. Brian Bond, welcome. You guys have any questions? Just while in the chat, you can tag any one of them.
Crowbar.
Blue is French, no scarf, wrong.
No scarf, wrong angle. It's lopes. L-O-P.
Axis,
Like
low.
envelopes.
My volute will poop on your vacar.
I'm trying to figure out how they came up with the name volute because it really doesn't apply to guitars. It's a sea creature and a mechanical engineer term that has absolutely nothing to do with.
guitars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me if I sold my SG, and no, it's right there.
SG. Right there. Best SG ever right there.
Nobody knows why they call them volutes. They just call them that, so just roll with it.
Even
Just
with
roll
that
with it.
cheese, I'm picky. That's the only pick guard I'll go with.
Yeah.
I don't like this massive.
I don't
thing.
like the bat wing.
I like the smaller pick art, and this one is nice too because you see. Can you see the grain?
Yep.
You know, it's cherry red, and you can see the grain. And these are 57s, which are phenomenal pickups, by the way, especially in an SG.
57 classics as well. But look at that. Can you see that gold?
Oh
Don't hurt your
man,
eyes either.
nice gold, man.
Oh,
Hey,
my
don't
God.
hurt your eyes either.
My eyes!
Man, I bet you got to beat the chicks off with a stick.
That is, I'm sorry, but that is one sexy guitar right there.
Could be. Has potential.
Has potential. Just
Put some chrome on that.
sandblast all that gold off. It'd be great.
Yeah, put some chrome on that. We're talking. Yeah, I love me an SG, man. See, that's comfortable and it's light. That's why that ain't going anywhere. And I can gig with that anytime.
Ball end's about to pop off the string.
I can't buy any guitars because I have that on pre-order and I got to wait till the end
Oh,
of
hang on. Let me
March.
show this. This is coming soon
Into March, early April. Not soon enough. I want it now.
to a channel near you.
I want it now. That's
What
the
are the
new
colors?
that's the
Brian?
new S2 thin line 594.
What are
So
the-
it's all mahogany. No maple top, so it's thinner, lighter.
What pickups? The 85.
Same pickups that you just yanked out of your SE.
Well, guess what you'll be doing?
I've already had them. I know what they're about. I like the pickups in my CE better.
Time to talk to Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn, or you already said the word. Set of Gibson 57 Classics would be pretty sweet in there.
You know what else would be great in there? Sheptone pickups would be great.
Could be.
Tones would be good. Yeah, I would personally call Glenn first because you'll get a set of Glenn's pickups cheaper than you'll get a
Probably
brand
what
new
I would do
set of
for
Classics.
Glenn is just get a bridge pickup because I really don't use the neck. Although I say that, I have been here. I'll tell you what, since I got the Friedman amp, that clean channel's awesome with neck pickups. So maybe that's not the case anymore.
What other colors does it come in, right?
Comes in white, comes in a black, then it comes in some
Cheddar
natural.
Cheddar says those are 58 15s, not 85 15s.
Oh, they're 58s? Oh, that's good. If they're 58s,
But they're
I'd like
still
that
the
better.
offshore. They're still
Oh,
the
well,
offshore.
thanks, Cheddar, because I thought they were going to be 85s. I thought they were going to be 85s. So, yeah, if they're 58s, that's cool. That would be great.
What else? What? I don't know if I'm familiar with I'm with the 58 15s. What other guitars do they come in, Cheddar?
They probably come in the higher end 594s. This is the first time you could ever get the thin line 594 is the only one that has the pattern thin neck, which is the one that I like. So I've always avoided the other 594s because they had the bigger pattern neck,
Regular
which is more like what you would find, I think, on a
50s Les Paul.
50s Les Paul.
Yeah, I got the pattern thin on my my SC.
Cheddar says 85 15s are uncovered. Now I have the 57s in my CE, the green one, and I like it. I like them a lot. They don't need to be swapped out. They sound great.
Well, the CE pickups, those are fantastic.
Well, you can get CEs with different. Depends on what you get. Mine have the 57s in it.
Okay, I don't know.
Because that's what my guitar was one of 3 that was like a special run for a shop in Pasadena, and that's what they ordered them with.
Because I had a C. I didn't buy one, but it was lent to me for a week, and I had a CE. Shot a video with it too, if anybody wants to check it out. Whale blue was gorgeous, and the pickups in that I believe were the 85 15s, and they were fantastic.
This is
But
the
they were
57.
not the offshore ones. The real
Now
ones.
how do you like that top, Dave? Do you like the way that one matches up? It's like a chevron. That's pretty close, right?
Nope. Not
You don't like that one either. Jesus
no,
Christ.
that's right. It's actually very well.
Boy's hard to freaking please, ain't he?
No,
How can it match up any better than that? Okay.
No,
No, this has got the
that's
5708s in it, and they sound terrific. I would never take these pickups out of this guitar. It's perfect the way it is. So, but the ones you had in the SE are a little dark. Those SE the 85s. They didn't do it for me either.
Yeah, Exorcist pea soup color. Yeah, is that a Harley Benton?
Harley Benton.
I'm with Ryan. I like green guitar. I don't.
Can you? This one's got like a stripe. I don't. Dave's not gonna approve. You can see the. You can see where the
that
2
one's
pieces
actually,
of wood are.
Look, if you look at how that one's that one's actually.
It's not too bad. It just has like a light. You can see it's like light. This one's got that
actually
funky, like what do you call them? Water stain marks. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. Yeah, in the wood. I love that when it's got that extra like funky grain.
Right. Well, that's basically what we call that is run out.
See where I've already wore the satin off.
Yeah, you
Getting
smooth it out.
my hand, my pinky finger sits right there, and it's
Shiny.
starting
Smooth it out.
to rub off right
Yeah.
here a little bit
What?
too.
Want to see something funny?
So the book match on the Gomer Caster's perfect, says Quentin.
Well, Dave wouldn't have ever produced a guitar without perfect book match on it. That would run the whole DR Guitars company reputation.
What company?
That's their tagline. We will ship no guitar without a perfect book match.
Look right down here, as opposed to the rest of it.
All right, hang on, let me feature you. Hang on.
Metal,
See
I
how
think it's
shiny-
1,000.
See how shiny this area right here is
Right.
compared to the rest of it.
That's where your hand goes.
Yeah, that's where my finger goes. Right there, where my pinky goes is right through there.
Dogpaw says when you get old, run out means something different.
Right.
Metal, I believe it's a Floyd 1000 on that CE, but I'll double check it.
So Access is saying Paul submerges the guitars in his pool for a week, and he gets those stains that way. There you go. It's part of the building process.
All right, you can quit presenting me.
It's a Dave show, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not the Dave Show.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, that's the rest.
people in here. Thanks for hanging out, guys and gals.
They don't advertise. They just say Floyd Rose. I'm pretty sure it's a 1000. I don't think it's the
There's a
German
rhythm
made one.
area.
Somebody's beeping.
Yeah. Notification. There's a
Your
resident.
notification. Hey, Hacks Live. I just got the notification.
I need to get a Les Paul with the smoke pickup. Yeah,
With
that'll
the smoke pickup.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
Quick, solder a pot.
Just stick a cherry bomb and light it.
Cherry bomb and light it, yeah.
My
Or
T-shirt
yellow is a T-shirt.
is I don't remember what they call it. It's let's see.
It's
what's
double.
the-
It's double yellow line yellow.
I believe they call it gold. On Teespring, they call it like yellow gold or something like that.
Goldenrod.
Goldenrod, maybe goldenrod. I don't remember what they call it now. I just did a small run of these for myself. So I didn't want to get hemmed up in the.
Actually, Access, I know a guy who makes those guitars. He does two of them. He does the two Ace Frehley guitars that light up. The ones that light up like horizontally, and then the UFO guitar that's got the lights on the outside of it that light up. I know a guy who makes those. Yeah, he only plays for New
Quentin
York.
says Bruce sent stuff up to the Livewires page. Bruce is going to be our guest. Mr. BHB Jr. is going to be on the Livewires here in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. That
That's
took some
great.
doing. I had to work on him for a
I
while.
was just gonna say, yeah, he's a tough. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, we did a test. We did a StreamYard test already over the weekend. So
He's a
I will
good-
say that Bruce has one of the best beards I have ever seen. And he grows it all winter. He was telling me, and he's going to shave. He shaves it off on the first day of spring, which luckily our show will be on Wednesday, right before the first day of spring's on that weekend. Yeah, so he'll still have the. I was like, dude, if I were you, I'd let that thing just go full on ZZ Top. You guys will see.
Here's a
I was
good
like, oh, I wish
question.
I could grow a beard like that.
What would you guys name your band if you wanted a humorous comedy name?
Cheddar wants me to cancel. There's still time to cancel, Chris.
I would name my band Cheddar Kung Pao.
There you
That'd be
go.
good. There you go. Yeah, that'd be a
Gotta
good one.
figure out StreamYard Access. There's nothing to figure out. Literally, you click on a link,
Yeah.
and if you got a mic and a camera on your PC, it'll say Enter Broadcast Studio. You click that, and you're done.
Cheddar says there's still time to cancel having Chris on, Brian.
That's what I said. Yeah. I would name my band Damn Near Dead.
Damn near death metal.
Yeah.
I'd call mine the floating penny.
Hook, line, and sphincter.
That's a good one, Q. Crosby pills and hash.
Pills and hash.
I'd have to call it like floating panties because whenever they get thrown at a gig, they float for a while before they land.
Parachute panties, is that what you said?
Parachute, yeah.
Helium panties.
Helium panties.
Helium panties, that's a good one. Good band name, Helium. Look, man, we're gonna somebody's gonna come out with that, and they're gonna make a mint because what we said, helium panties. Or
I know somebody's going to come out with a company called J Right. It's just a matter of time.
Crosby pills, hash, and kratom is what it is. Jack Daniels.
Crosby, Pills, Hash, and Kung.
No, it's kratom. Just change it to kratom, and you got it.
Krell Bar.
It's in the West. Quentin.
Helium panties and the J Rags.
Well, Snowboard had that real.
These are all better than Nerd Halen. These are all better.
Morning.
Morning Wood.
Yeah.
But look at the way
Good
morning
one.
is spelled.
Yeah, he's like just Morning Wood. He's all in black.
Yeah.
I'm in morning.
Well, Crowbar had a real band, Tina and the Pimps.
There you go, Cheddar.
Grateful Not Dead Yet.
Grateful.
Yeah, really.
Oh, God.
Quentin, that was uncalled for.
Oh,
Kitty Wranglers.
Is Quentin dipping into the happy pills again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quentin had to take an extra one, so he's extra floaty tonight.
He said take two. They're small. Call me in the morning if you survive.
Hey, Quentin's got his pilot's license tonight, boys.
You better
Flying high again.
you better warn Emmett.
Yeah, poor Emmett's never been.
Poor Emmett.
Hey, listen, you better put them pills away. Emmett will think it's a Tic Tac. Little Emmett be OD. Emmett will be like, I feel strange.
I'm dead.
Emmett does not know the ways of the Q yet.
No.
Have you guys made
learning the ways of the queue?
I noticed Q hasn't started like giving him diabetes with Coca-Cola yet.
I feel strange.
I feel strange.
Quentin,
People are strange.
Quentin, that feeling of strength is the first signs of overdose, buddy.
He goes, I feel strange. You should teach him to talk. Teach him to say authentic.
Teach him to say Gomer Caster.
Oh God! Quentin says he's got Narcan. Do you have it in budgie-sized doses? It's like, just stay with me, Emmett. The needle's about that. How do I do this? You give it to him right in the heart.
Oh, man.
Get the little magic marker out and draw a little dot. Pulp Fiction. Don't bring him over here.
Stay with me, Emmett.
Stay with me.
I don't want to lose you, buddy. Mouth to mouth.
Even though you were a budgie, we just made friends. Oh God.
Breathe.
Damn it! Oh, Forrest, I want to go home.
Clear.
Here.
Oh God! Little budgie paddles.
Here comes a big one. Oh.
Just hooks it up to a 9-volt battery.
Oh God!
Paddles, yeah. Paddles.
It tastes just like chicken. Throw a little ketchup on it; it'll be all good.
Oh, shit.
Nothing left to do but make wings.
So you got
Yeah, don't eat your budgie.
guys coming up in a 2 weeks or so.
Say again?
Live Wire show? No.
A couple weeks. Dave's taking the night off. We're not going to have a live wire show that night. So I expect all our subs will leave. We'll go from 228 to 0. Oh, no show. I guess they quit. No, Dave's, and there's not going to be a show in the middle of April either, because I'm going to be on fishing. Jerry wants to know what Brian does when he's drunk. Does he get quiet and somber?
No.
He's very reflective. He reads novels.
Yeah, I become reflective. Thinking man.
Hey, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, no. You guys play a rerun, can't you?
Yeah, this is not drunk. You need to go watch the Chicken
the
Guitars
Halloween.
Live Wire Halloween special.
Watch the Halloween special. Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
watch
see
that.
both of
Yeah.
us drunk.
Yeah, all three of us. Watch
At
the
least the last 45 minutes. It was we were so far off the rails on that. It was bad.
I slept for 2 days after that show.
I had to work the next day.
No, Quentin, that's not true. Joe goes on the hunt for me.
Make a best of Halloween.
First part was right. Second part was wrong.
Brian, quiet and somber.
Somber, yeah. When he gets drunk, he's
anything
quiet.
but quiet or somber.
He gets all reflective and quiet. Yeah.
Oh, off the rails.
The more I drink, the more laid back I get. You can see now I'm already just so laid back, I'm about to pass out.
Tom's yelling for us to go off the rails. I don't think
There's
we're quite there yet.
There's BB Made in the chat. Hey, Brian. I teased him. I was like, hey, let's do a test today. And then I never got back to him. Sorry, man. I got busy. I didn't mean to blow you off, dude.
Well, I was late. When I did a test with Crowbar the day before. It's like 8:30. I'm like, holy shit! I completely forgot.
I know. That's what I did to him too. I was like, sending him an email. I was like, hey, I already did the other one with the other guy. If you want to do a test.
That's why we were late getting in your chat because we did the test at 8:30, and then we started shooting the shit. And it's like, hey man, the live wire's been on for half an hour. Let's get over there. So.
Yeah, and you were our only mod. We were getting worried. I was gonna have to get Quentin a wrench.
Where's that damn mod? He's with the roadie.
This is with the roadie. It's hanging out back.
Yeah. Hey, there's Mayhem. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, man.
There he is.
OBS isn't too bad. Once you kind of figure out how to make your camera do what you want it to do in OBS isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Like, if I figured out how to work with OBS, believe me, anybody can.
Yeah, I need to get on that because I really don't have any way to play live through StreamYard. It don't, you guys know that don't work.
Now, if you're solo, it's not too bad. But what happens is when you have multiple people on StreamYard, And basically what we're doing now is we're all running to Hack's computer, and then he's broadcasting it out.
Right.
So that's where all that compression and the sound
all that stuff takes place.
Really.
I don't have a mixer even. I don't have any way to get the other than just going through my camera
or my
Zoom,
mic. Man.
I could use the Zoom if I've had trouble getting the Zoom to sync up. I'll get video and the audio will be out of sync when I'm trying to webcam it. I got to work with it.
Okay, I got a question. Jerry's asking me, what is the Live Wires? Jerry W., these two gentlemen have a show called the Live Wires. It's on every Wednesday.
You're not missing anything, Jerry. It's just a dumb show.
Can somebody tell me?
Oh, man.
Can somebody
it's this dumb show every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Anybody watching the chat, can you tell me if the card is working? There should be a card above Dave's head. Click on it and let me know if it's there, because it's supposed to be there.
Somewhere up about here.
Yeah.
Here.
Click on that. It should take you to the Live Wires channel. If there isn't,
Brian got it.
Put the link in. There you
go. Yeah, we have fun every Wednesday night, Jerry. We have a different guest from the community. Some of the people in this chat have been on. Some will be on. Some have regretted being on and will never come back on.
Cheddar just described your show perfectly. It's kind of like the live show he does with Chris, but worse and with less viewers.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Pretty much described it. Worse with less viewers.
Hey.
And Cheddar's been on.
Yeah, Cheddar's been a guest. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not even our highest rated show. We've been worse than that.
Right. You mean he's not even our
or better show. Than that. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I got the card. It's working.
It's working, man.
Pulls out his phone. He's like,
is it working?
Is it working? Oh, yeah.
Is it working?
Card up there.
Is it working, man?
Oh, Guitar Fish, how are you? Hey, there's Headstock Harem as well. What was I gonna? No, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Headstock Harem. Cheddar stepped into that one.
Cheddar don't hold back, man. He just lets you have it. Straight to the point.
Cheddar's a funny guy. He's I like his sense of humor. It's really dry and
Six String Brian says he can't work with technology.
Dude, you work with technology.
That's all he does all day long.
Of course, now he comes out back with I own Gibson. Well, hey, Brian, if you own Gibson, tell him to chillax on the lawsuits there.
Tell him to hook up a buddy.
Yeah, hook a brother up.
Yeah, Brian's the new Canadian distribution manager. He's the new Canadian hype manager.
I disagree with that, Axis. I'm looking forward to getting you once we can get you on the schedule. We just gotta. I'm waiting for that guy down there to tell me
quit bucking people.
Quit bucking people, so we can
quit bucking gas, dude. Sorry. I take them when I get them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's funny because we'll go.
It's feast or famine, dude.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. We'll go through periods where it's like, okay, we have, we're booking a week out or 2 weeks out, and then there's like now where we've got 8 people, 7 or 8.
Not quite 4.
Well, if you think about it, let's see. So we've got Chris booked, we've got Bruce booked, we've got Brian booked, and of course I've got the week off. So me taking the week off is through a monkey wrench and everything, right? So just trying to get that all worked out, and then once we get everybody set, then I'll let you know, Axis. and we'll get you the date hammered down, and then it's lining more people up.
Yeah, I started booking again
do
for my show.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, there's Johnny Bean. Hey, man.
Johnny Bean.
What's up,
What's
Johnny?
up, Johnny Bean?
Johnny's been on the show too.
Johnny's been on the show.
There you go.
Definitely.
I started booking guests again, and now I'm reminded of how much a pain in the ass it was to do. But I started doing it again.
I'm half of the show, so I approve the time off.
It's like, I'm taking that night off. I'm like, okay.
No,
But you can go live from your fishing trip, couldn't you, Brian? Just take your phone with you.
I could actually do the show from the hotel the night of my fishing trip. I just don't want to.
and see that's the thing. We did that once with when Brian was down here.
Well, I'm going to be on vacation with my son, so it's just going to be me and the kid.
And I have family coming in from North Carolina, and they're getting here the day before. So they're getting here the Tuesday before. So I told Brian, and he's like, "Man, well, let's just take the night off." I said, "Okay, that's fine."
Cheddar's saying the hassle of booking guests is why I don't really have guests anymore.
It's tough, man.
It's getting easier now, though, that the show's kind of sort of caught on. So it's like if we ask somebody that's in our community, if they want to come on, they're generally like, "Yeah, man, I'll come on." So that's cool.
I was on Cheddar. I was on your channel once, wasn't I? Or am I just dreaming that?
Now, see, I've never been on Cheddar's channel.
I think I was on Cheddar's channel one time.
Yes, we do, Brad.
Man,
we will do that.
Dave, I still got to get you on. I still got to get you on with me sometime. I think we have a
I'm going to go inshore saltwater fishing, Metal. So hopefully snook and redfish and trout one day anyway. That's the game plan.
Gibson sues Trump.
Yeah,
They would lose.
That's right. I was on Cheddar's channel when I was on.
Trump would buy Gibson and then close them.
Yeah. Say Cheddar's channel fast 10 times.
Just change the headstock from Gibson to Trump.
Yeah. Put Lily in his wig instead of
Dave.
talking.
We'll do it, man. Agreed, Merrill J. Fishing is number one. I haven't been in a while, but I used to love it.
Brian wants a salmon.
Hey.
If I catch a salmon in Tampa Bay, that's going to be some kind of record. I'll be in
the wrong place, bro.
I'll definitely be on TV.
You'll be in the record books, my bro.
Yeah, baby. World's largest and only ocean salmon caught today in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that would be headline news.
Jack saying guitars that you can only play Kid Rock or Ted Nugent on. Well, I'm not a big Kid Rock fan, but Ted Nugent got to be playing out on a Les Paul or a semi-hollow.
Birdland, actually.
Birdland. You guys ever looked at a birdland close? The neck's about that wide.
Yeah,
it looks like a freaking tiny little thin narrow neck. I don't know how Ted's big old meaty hand even plays that thing. Sounds good though.
Yeah.
He
likes it because of the feedback.
Don't catch any crabs. I don't fish for crabs, but my guide will have some crab traps out. We usually go check them. I'd love to have a birdland. Me too, Watchman for you. That's kind of probably my dream guitar, although I don't need it. But
a birdland?
It's unobtainable because it costs
they're
too much.
Expensive, man.
They're pricey, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, they're.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
like
a real one,
like a 60, like a late 60s birdland in any kind of good condition is like $4,700.
Yeah, I've never played one. I don't think I've ever seen one in person, birdland.
Yeah, and they're short scale, so they're 23.5-inch scale.
Yeah, that's what Crowbar's saying.
Yeah, and the necks are really thin across the fretboard.
Actually, you know what, Crowbar? That's a good point. Epiphone.
Actually, they did.
They did?
They did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They did. Let me see if I can find one. for sale. I wonder how much they are, because I know they didn't make them about one a year or so, something like that.
LGO, nice Axis. 60s LGO, that's nice.
Yeah, they call it the Broadway. It's the Epiphone is, but I know they did make an Epiphone that they called the Elitist Birdland. See if I can find one.
Crowbar.
There you go.
Well, Crowbar, you know, girls generally don't know how to measure that because they've always been told this was 6 inches.
Yeah.
Can you share that, Hack?
Yep.
They're no longer available, but that's the Epiphone Birdland.
Bet you could find one on the used market. That's more like the
Maybe.
early 60s Birdland, though. The original.
It doesn't have the Florentine cut. I like the ones with the Florentine
That's the
cut better.
OG Birdland. That's
Jack Daniels saying Ibanez made a Birdland. Or they make one.
Janice says no, it's the guys that can't measure. Oh, sorry, Janice, I didn't know you were here.
She swooped right in there. Boom. Great timing.
Janice for the win.
Yeah, Janice for the win.
Tom likes ladies named Florentine.
Yeah. Crowbar, I'm fine. Girls have to zoom in so much. They look at it, they go cross-eyed and see two of them. Oh, Crowbar, you ain't right, man.
Guess how much an Epiphone Birdland goes for?
I'm gonna say,
What are they, like $1,200?
I'm gonna say a
Yeah,
couple-
keep freaking trying.
What?
No.
More?
I want to share it with you. This is the only one on Reverb.
All right.
It's been signed by somebody, so that's it's been played and signed by Uncle Ted. That's not helping the price.
Jeez.
$3,000. Damn.
Well, it was 7.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pipe dream. $7,000 for an Epiphone. I hate to break it to him. That's a pipe dream.
I mean, it's nice, but there's Uncle Ted with it.
Yeah.
But $3,000 for an Epi. Ow.
That's
pricey.
And that's an 07. So that, I mean, that 07, that's
half.
probably-
That's a half of a real one. I just buy a real one.
Yeah, that's more than
Save
half of
up.
the real one. But an 07, that would be, that would still be Korean, I believe, on the Epi.
Let's see if it says.
Yeah. What kind of ammo comes with it?
Yeah, comes with an AR-15. Doesn't say anything about it.
It
Yeah.
should be a Korean because I think it was. All right, Quentin, we'll do.
Yeah, it
really
has
a
very
description.
absolutely no information whatsoever and no picture of the back of the headstock.
Yeah, because the Chinese, they didn't really start ramping up production in China until 2010.
Aw,
2011.
I'll have to share that, Quentin. Let's see if I can share that picture you just sent me. Maybe I can. See if it'll let me do. I don't know if I can share Facebook or not.
Oh, got him on your finger. That's
Oh, there it
You
is.
should-
Yeah, I got it.
There he is.
Hey.
Is that the first time he's jumped up on your finger, Q? He's getting used to you.
There you
That's
go.
awesome. Emmett.
Emmett.
Stay out of the meds, Emmett.
That's cool, Q. That's awesome, man.
Little Emmett. Oh, look, he's into video games too.
Yeah. I should have. Let's see.
Apparently he's into Super Mario.
Yeah. So, you know, I told you guys earlier it rained like mad here today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see mud. Oops. That's probably the first time it's played in mud.
Yeah, that's pretty much the first time she's played in mud. Yeah, that's Ivy.
Just look
She
out.
all healed up now.
Yeah, she's doing real good.
She's not eating any more dental floss.
Thank God, no.
Stay out of the medicine cabinet, children.
Yeah. Yeah. that was Ivy this evening. I walked out. I was in here, and it was after the other stream, which we shall not mention, which shall not be mentioned.
I'm supposed to talk about first
I
rules.
didn't. I'm not. It was after that, and I was sitting here playing a little Red Dead Online, and I got up and walked out, and she was laying by the food and water, and I was like, I looked at my wife and I said, "Have you seen this dog?" She goes, "No." I said, "Oh my God." I was like, "Ivy, you're dirty."
Bad girl.
I pick her up and and the wife was like, "Oh my," because she hadn't seen. I was like, she's just covered in mud. So
Gotta hose her down.
yeah, I love all my dogs are great. I love my dogs. My dogs are awesome.
Grumpy Mike says he's got customers that keep giving him the birds.
The bird.
Yeah, well, I don't know for sure, but my brother is supposed to come by tomorrow, and he's got a really high-end Gretsch that he's been dying to show me.
Oh,
I'll be
man.
playing like a $4,000 Gretsch tomorrow.
That'll be fun. Watchman4You says he's got a Gretsch on order and he wants to make the Malcolm Young jet out of. I love that Malcolm Young jet. I wish it wasn't so much money because
so
I'd like to have one, but I can't spend $2,900 on it. It's just outrageous.
Well, Eastman. Is it Eastman? Yeah, Eastman.
Eastman makes the copy.
Makes a copy.
I thought about it. I'm out of places to put guitar. I'm on a guitar buying hiatus.
Well, here, Mickey.
Famous last words.
Right.
That's why I got a tube amp so I can buy pedals now instead of guitars again. Before I go
Going back down
bankrupt.
that rabbit hole, are we?
Yeah, we go back down. That rabbit hole's way cheaper.
So,
My dogs.
I'm probably going to shoot some video tomorrow. I doubt I'm going to go live with my brother tomorrow, but we'll probably shoot some video and stuff because he wants to do some recording and that. So if I can make a little video out of it.
Jerry wants to know if your dogs are evenly book matched.
There's my other two. All three huskies.
Yeah, their markings are off. They're not symmetrical. You're gonna have to. They're not authentic.
Yeah.
Country Gentleman. That's the George Harrison guitar. That's cool, Axis. That's the George Harrison, man.
Country Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's my Shadow. He's
No Shadow mean. He's not little anymore.
no, he's not. He's he's really only about maybe an inch shorter than Bear, but he's built so much bigger than Bear. Bear's kind of narrow and tall, and Shadow's a little shorter and just beef. He's a good boy.
PRS Paul Reed Smith Special LTD Semi-Hollow 10-Top Custom Color Electric Guitar.
Whew,
What?
that's a mint.
That's some high-end stuff there, man.
That's 48 months on the wait list, and your kidney and your liver.
And probably at least an arm and maybe half a leg.
A pinky at least.
Buckeye Punchy is asking, could you do a live stream of one of your gigs? If you go to my playlist,
Used to.
Buckeye Punchy, there's like 100 of them. All kinds of live shows, all streamed from gigs. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. So
Yeah.
all kinds of live stuff on there if you want to check it out. I dared touch the headstock when no one was looking, and my finger got stuck from my effort. First guitar injury. On the country. Wow, it's getting
Ouch.
for that.
Don't you hate when you get stabbed by the tip of the string?
That's true. Oh, I hate that.
Hate it.
You know what I'm having a hard time with? Because
Bleeds out that tiny hole, won't stop bleeding.
you ever have a hard time, not when you're trying to thread the needle with the high E string?
It's because you're getting old. You got to get
Hey,
You're
some.
bloody C, man.
Lay off the apple juice, brother.
That's what these are for.
Is that what it is? But
I
I'm
will
not,
say this. I
I
will say
can
this.
see
If,
close. It's far I can't see. That's what.
if you don't want to get poked by gnarly string ends, get the Planet Waves auto trim.
That's what she
tuners.
said.
Seriously, get the Planet Waves auto trim and locking tuners, and you won't have that. You won't ever have that issue because
They
it
trim the string for you.
trims. Yeah, trims. it
Well,
up.
that's
tighten it down,
pretentious.
Once you tighten it down, it clips the end of the string off, and there's no string protruding from the back side of the post.
It's rarely that you have to remove a post on this show, but sometimes you do.
Cheddar's putting up the link to that guitar that he was talking about.
Oh, let's look at that.
You
That
can
could be
grab it.
dangerous. I'll pull it up here. Hang on.
Whew. Yep, that's a mint.
High E string. is
Holy! Oh, that's not. Oh, it's sold, dude. It's gone. You didn't? Did you buy it? Oh, Cheddar bought it. Oops.
That's a hard no go on that. That top
See
is
what you
not
did,
matched, bro.
Cheddar. Let's
That's
see if
a
I can
hard
share that.
pass on that top.
Oh,
If I'm paying
Cheddar-
$4,500 for that guitar, that top better be perfectly matched. It is not. That's almost two completely different pieces of wood.
All right, here we go.
are you
I'm
seeing
sorry.
that?
I'm really anal about this, especially at that once you
Oh, it
enter
ain't that
price point.
bad.
Oh, it's real bad. Look at
Flip it
close.
out. Ain't that bad.
It's real bad. It's not even close.
Just stop it.
There's no.
It's not that bad.
It's
There's no
not
point.
even close. It's a pretty guitar, but the it's not even matched close. No,
Well,
it's
they
not.
kind of do that chevron thing on purpose sometimes.
No, it's
Wow,
not
look
even,
at the back.
dude,
Ooh, that's pretty.
it's not even close. If you look at how the flame goes,
6
it's not-
pounds.
it's not even shifted. It's not even shifted up. It's not even remotely close. Because what should be on one side should be a mirror image of the other side. Exact mirror image. If it's perfectly matched, it should be a mirror image.
Well, you're gonna have to send it back, Cheddar. No good.
Watchman for you. Welcome.
No, that's not matched. It's not even close.
Yeah, didn't pass the Dave test. Got to go back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Grumpy
He
Mike.
says you're high.
I saw it. I
Put
saw
the
that.
meds down and slowly back away.
Grumpy
Yeah.
Mike goes. I thought I was OCD.
No, it's I'm a real stickler on those when it's it's not matched. It's
The
not
10% restocking fee. Ouch.
matched. Oops.
No kidding. No kidding.
Dennis is OCD about eggs in a carton. Yeah, what the cat can't be cracked.
Yeah, it's one of my hang-ups, man.
See, a top like that, like I don't know. One thing I'm a stickler about is too much flame or not enough flame. That for me is a little too much. I like a little bit of flame, but not stupid flame. You know,
I'm not big on the little pinstripe flame like that. I like wider flame. But
That's what she said.
so Jerry's asking me, have you gigged your PRS with the new PNAF pickup set? No. I have a show a week from today. I'll be playing a gig, and depending on how my back feels, if my back is bothering me, I'll probably take that because it's light. If not, then I'm gonna take Relic because Relic is awesome.
yeah,
So But I'll let you know. Jerry, I did take it to rehearsal, and I tell you, as great as it sounded, I still prefer my Gibsons. And I know that pisses off Dave, but it's true. Glenn likes a stupid quilt.
I like quilt. I prefer quilt over flame too, but
Not me. I was Glenn.
I love a good quilt. Oh man, the way it dances. Oh
He
yeah.
tells himself PRSs are not real guitars unless you're a cork sniffer. Well, Mike has himself, that's the cheapest cork you can find because I got the bottom of the barrel PRS, buddy. They're the cheapest one you can find.
No, if you bought that cheddar, congrats, man. I mean, for me, I wouldn't because it's not right.
I like the fact that it was 6.1 pound. That's a selling point.
No, I like the color. I like the what are they calling that one? The color
Blue.
it's
Blue purple burst.
yeah, it's almost like a blueberry. I mean, I would kind of call it like a blueberry burst, but
Santana
I do
is
like
a
the color.
douchebag.
I really blue. No, that's not blue jeans, is it? Because of the purple on the outside.
Watchman for you,
I
PRS.
tell you, my favorite PRS color is the Northern Lights, hands down. I think the Northern Lights PRSs are freaking.
I like that gray one that you were looking at with the guitar pit cheddar. Obviously, you
I
didn't
like
buy the gray
too,
one.
man. The gray with the bit of flame on it sounds good.
Yeah, with that little purple around it, just a little hint of purple, and oh man, that thing was hot.
That's cool, man. I do like that color cheddar. That's a nice color.
You know
Aqua
what?
blue burst.
You know what Mike has himself? I think the more guitars I play, I think that statement is becoming more and more true.
What's
Gibson or
that?
nothing.
You think?
Yeah,
Gibson or nothing.
yeah. My Gibsons beat everything. I'm sorry. They just do. I'd rather grab a Gibson and grab a.
Only 6.
No problem, Mike.
It's
We got
okay,
you
Mike.
covered.
Only
We got you
6.
covered.
From this point on, please disregard my spelling of 6 shots.
6.
By the way, boys, this ain't coffee. I'm drinking in the coffee cup.
No,
Coffee. This was coffee until about 20 minutes ago.
mine was coffee until about 5 minutes into the show started.
Mine was never coffee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just totally faking it. If you had a hot toddy, that mug would light up with live wires on it.
It would.
That's one of those hot toddy mugs.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm talking about, Hack?
Yeah. Yeah,
He
you
puts hot-
demoed it. You demoed it, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. We demoed it when you were there. He demoed it for us.
Yeah.
We were 3 sheets to the wind still. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. We were like, why are we out of bed? I need coffee.
Who the hell got to fly out this early in the morning?
I was going to
Yeah.
fly out the previous afternoon, but you said no. Then you had to get up in the morning. You weren't thinking ahead.
Well, at least we got some time to hang out, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
fun.
Man, whew. My liver took punishment that week.
I think Cheddar's been talking about he's going to be at Gearfest this year.
You gonna be
Oh,
here, Chad? That'd be awesome, man.
That'd be cool.
You talking about the Cali metal? Yeah, I sold the Cali when I got the vintage tee. I couldn't afford 2 Friedman guitars.
I totally agree with you, with you, Dave Cheddar. You know, and you know, it kind of follows that to each his own, right? And I haven't found a PRS neck that I liked at this point. If I do, I'm totally open to buying one, and I've said that multiple times. Not that, you know, I just haven't found one I liked.
The necks don't fit your hand. The necks don't fit your hand.
They don't.
That's why different guitar companies make different neck shapes, right?
Gibson for me too. Les Paul Jr. single P90 next for me, says Buckeye Punchy. Yeah, I'm jonesing for a TV yellow Les Paul special.
With P90s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, TV.
I guess that's what they come with. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Right.
one
How
that
about the Collins makes one. You should buy that.
Collins got.
Yeah, yeah.
They
you
got
better
that
dig in the
black
pocketbook.
one that's called dog's hair finish. Wow.
No, it's beautiful. Right? I've seen several of those in person. They're beautiful, but man,
Heck, you know the Brian Ray SG?
Mm-hmm.
So that white one, but before that they had a black one. He had a black one.
Mm-hmm.
That the Collins we're talking about has kind of that finish that the black one has. It's cool. But it's also like
yeah,
like
Collings.
$5,000.
Collings are awesome. But man, they're spendy. I've played a few when I was in back in Oregon. My local shop, Mackenzie River Music, had several used Collings there because they were really kind of high end dealer, right? Because we had Guitar Center too, but the Collings they had several Collings there. I played them. They're really nice guitars, but even on
He don't catch on, does he?
No, even used, they fetch a freaking mint.
So J-Skeen ordered the Epiphone Les Paul Special TV Yellow. I'm waiting for that to hit the store so I can try it. Because the real Gibson ones they're stupid expensive, eh?
Yeah.
Like $1,200.
Hey, there's Chris. Hey, Guitar Pit.
Guitar Pit, there he is. Hey, man.
Jerry says Shane in the Blues posted an in-depth review of his
I
Les
saw
Paul
that
Special in TV Yellow today. I'll have to go look that one up.
That thing sounded killer, man.
Was it?
It sounded killer. And it's super light, too. Super light.
Hey, Guitar Pit. Oh, my God. Were your ears burning earlier?
I just said it wasn't matched right. I like the color, but it's just not matched right.
What's the difference between dog-eared P90s and soap bar P90s? That sounds like a question for
Nothing.
Dave.
Nothing.
They're the same.
Just the case.
It's how it's mounted to the guitar.
The dog ears, the dog ear, it just has a different. So the soap bar has a. It's just the oblong. Well, it's this. It's just a cover. Is all it is. Internally, so this is soap bar, and it mounts with 2 screws into a plate that's mounted in the body. Where the dog ear, it just has a different cover on it, and it's got the little dog ears, and you got 2 screws that screw right into the top of the body.
Crowbar says those are tone ears.
Is it correct to say, Dave, that the dog ears are used on the flat body and the soap bars are generally used on the
No.
curve tops?
No,
That's
not
not
at all. Not at all accurate. Because if you look at a special like a Les Paul Special, it's flat top, and they'll have soap bars rather than dog ears.
Right.
So no, not an accurate statement.
Okay,
I
Mike,
can't wait
so
until Wednesday night when Guitar Pit's picking some of the Red Hots this week for the show, and he's got a particular guitar for last that I think Dave's going to enjoy.
If you have soap bars, yes, you can metal soda.
did you read what Crowbar wrote? The dog ears will change their tone when you blow a whistle.
Blow a whistle. They howl a little bit louder.
Oh, okay. Here's another new name, Jimmy Ray Hawkins. Welcome to the channel.
There you go.
Oh my God! Eye doctor.
That's like
dear to get a new prescription.
No, you get dog ears. No, you get
Thanks,
dog
better.
ears in junior.
that's like at least half your bus ticket already there, Hack.
Cutter, you pretty much financed my
Gearfest trip.
my bus ticket to Gearfest.
Look, see, Hack. When I'm on, I make you money, buddy.
Is that what it is?
Oh, that's funny.
No, Cheddar,
Dave
I
need-
have my contacts in right now.
We'll have to start a GoFundMe so Dave can get LASIK.
No, dog ears. They use dog ears in juniors a lot because it's just a single pickup.
I always thought it was because of the mounting, but I never thought of it. What you said is true though. There are soap bars on a flat top special. You're right.
So no, it's not a. There's not a. I mean, I've seen dog ears on. Generally, they will do dog ears on a hollow body. That is true. Semi-hollow, they can be either or too. So it's not. It just depends. Really depends on the model. I'm not quite as familiar with the hollows and semi-hollows, but I'm pretty sure it depends just on the model.
If there's anyone new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Much appreciated. These gentlemen have a show called The Live Wires, and the show is up in the cards. Or if you want to put in a link, or you can sub these guys individually. They also have their own channels. You guys want to throw your links in because we got a few.
Yeah, I'll throw them in there.
I think I still got yours up, Brian.
That'd be
Oh, do
very
you?
cool.
Throw it up there. I'll throw you up
They were there. That's Brian's. I'm pretty sure. I hope.
if I can find yours. Am I still sub to you? No.
Yeah, I'm still sub to you. I think. Yeah.
I'm still sub to you. There you are. I found you. I
Speaking
know
of
I'm still sub to you. I was watching the orange guitar video today.
I was gonna say.
yeah, I watched that video.
So Jerry,
There's Dave.
on dog ears you can't. It's a fixed because it screws directly to the body. With the soap bars, there's two screws that fit on the soap bar, and you can adjust that way. Just like I showed a minute ago. I'll show you again.
So Brian, how do you feel about the Edwards now last 15?
Yeah, I was typing in there. I was like, I like it, but the pickups aren't really my thing. If I decide to keep it long term, which it's probably going to go to make a hole for the PRS when it gets here. But I've been having fun playing with it though.
So you can see there's two screws right there, and those will adjust your height.
That's the height, Jerry.
Yep. Those two screws right there, because you have your pole pieces, right? And then there's two screws. And those will adjust your height on a soap bar. But on dog ears, you have no height adjustment whatsoever.
Krellbauer or Guitar Pit's asking Krellbauer how he feels now that his face is known. He looks like He looks like the football player Schlereth.
Schlereth.
Yeah, what's his name? Schlereth. He used to be a football player. Now he's a broadcaster, NFL broadcaster.
Oh.
Quentin, that was my Jackson banging off the wall.
I'm gonna have to get a freaking noiseless keyboard because you guys won't leave me alone.
You got that loud tapping keyboard there.
It's not that. It's just I have a really good mic.
120 decibel keyboard strokes.
All right. Okay, good night.
That's
Brad.
what we hear.
Good night, Brad. Brad's
Mark Gastineau. There you go. Mark
Night, Brad.
Gastineau.
Have a good night.
That'll work. I can see Mark Gastineau. Mark Schlereth. That's who I'm thinking of.
You're welcome, Jerry.
How do you spell Schlereth?
I have no idea.
SLA.
No, that's a
There he
quiet
is.
keyboard. He's just heavy-handed on the keyboard top. I'd hate to hear him on a mechanical.
Yeah, this is the soft. This is the soft touch.
Watchman for you. I've been digging the new Marshall amps. I got the Origin 50-watt combo. I have the. Oh, you have the combo. I have the head. Man, they are loud, massive through a 412. So touch sensitive. Really love that Origin amp. You can conjure a lot of sound out of it. A lot of people, Watchmen, shit on these Origins for whatever reason, I think they're great. I think for the money, they're great.
Well, everybody thinks the Origin is a high gain amp. It's not.
No, it's super low gain, man.
It's basically a Plexi. And
Right.
Plexis are not high gain amps, guys. What? You listen to a Plexi, it's not a high gain amp.
No. The
There's
DSL,
Crowbar's twin, Hack.
the DSL, pardon me?
There's Crowbar's twin.
Crowbar's twin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There you go. On your doppelganger.
So,
Mark.
Jay, I'll tell you a little something about P90s. P90s are like boiling water. It's kind of hard to fuck up. Okay. They're basically, there's a formula for P90s. Okay. And everybody makes P90s. There's just varying degrees of good, right? It's like even the cheap P90s sound good. And it's just, do you want to spend a lot of money for just a little extra? Choice is yours, man.
That's what we all do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've honestly not heard a bad P90.
I don't think I've heard a shitty sounding P90 either.
So that's what
I like
saying.
the Friedman P90s. They're good.
It's like with yours, Hack. You had them change out the P9, the Gibson P90 for Glenn's P90.
I don't hear a hell of a difference.
And there's not a lot of difference,
No.
right? So that's why I'm saying, man, it's totally captain's choice. Play it, see if you like it, and if you don't like it, you can try something else. But
So Grumpy Mike likes the Origins. He plans to buy one eventually. They're, for whatever reason, you can buy them real cheap used, man, because again, they get hate. I don't know why they get hate, but they do. Everybody loves the DSLs, and I have both, and I love them
I think
both.
it's because Marshall is associated with tubes.
well, no,
They're both tube amps.
everybody has this preconceived notion because so many people in the past have played Plexis and JCMs. JCM 800s are not high gain amps. Plexis are not high gain amps. Most of those guys have had either one of those or both of them modded fairly heavily to be higher gain amps. So you get this preconceived notion that these are high gain amps. They're not.
That's where Soldano and Mesa Boogie come in.
Right.
And Dave Friedman, for that matter.
So Grumpy Mike wants to check out the Lawler P90s. I wonder how much better they sound over. I don't know.
Again, you're at the
Doesn't
point.
Collings put Lawler pickups? I think Collings uses Lawler P90s in their guitars.
Exactly, Crowbar. Hence the
Yeah,
term hot rodded
Plexi,
Plexi.
yeah.
So
Hot-rodded Plexi.
the most common mod you would find on a Plexi is a master gain volume or master volume knob, right? So they would add a master volume circuit to a Plexi so you could drive it harder.
Drive all the tubes to max
Right.
and then still not blow the house up.
Exactly. So, and then JCMs like Jose Arredondo, well, in Plexis too. Jose Arredondo created several mods for Plexis and for JCMs to really change the gain structure, and that's what a lot of guys did. Jose modded Eddie Van Halen's, so he's the one. He's basically the father of the Brown sound that everybody's chasing. It's a modded Plexi hit. Is what it was.
All right.
Didn't he use a what they call it, the device that Eddie used? Rectifier? Variax.
Jay, I've not had the opportunity to play Glenn's noiseless P90s, so I can't answer that with any honesty.
I have one of Glenn's P90s and it is not noiseless.
So I can't answer that with any sort of honesty there.
Jerry says he's never heard a bad sounding Origin. Yeah, they don't sound bad. The combos are great. The heads are great. They're just great. I don't know.
I mean, you throw a tube screamer or an overdrive, a transparent overdrive in front of them. You crank them. It's gonna sound good.
I got a pedal coming from the desert that's a tube screamer killer, and I'm gonna prove that to everyone when I get the damn thing and I AB with a tube screamer.
That would be
put
a
the tube screamer out of business. What's that?
That would be
You got the
a
Javelina. You ordered the Javelina boost.
To have a little. We're not supposed to talk.
Javelina boost. Javelina.
PD. Lawrence Petros
Javelin.
Designs.
Lawrence Petros.
Javelina for the win. This episode sponsored by J Wright. He says, Wolverine says, I'm hoping Philip uses a Lawler P90 and sharpen my axe. Philip's got that new guitar with the pickup modules that just click in and out, and he's going to be A-Bing every pickup known to man. First he said he was going to do 50. Now he's going to do like 300. He's going to do a database of A-B'd pickups over the next couple years with this new guitar that he's got that makes it super easy to swap them in and out on the fly.
You know, Jack is saying noisy pickups sound great while you're playing. Here's the problem.
Yeah, they do.
Here's the problem, Jack. Right? If you're playing, like, let's say you're playing a gig and you're playing a solo, and you got noisy pickups. As soon as you want a note to ring, as soon as that note starts to die off, the noise comes up. That's a frustrating part of it. So you got to be like real quick on the volume, you know, or you got to have a noise gate. That's the problem with noisy pickups, with P90s in my experience. If you're not playing with any gain, you don't have a problem. But if you hit a lead boost, you're as soon as that note dies off, your noise floor comes right up.
$40 used solves your problem.
There you go. You gotta have a noise gate.
Allow me to point out one piece of gear right there. It's got one of those built in and included.
It does, and it works extremely well. And you just plug it in, and you don't even have to touch the settings. It's perfect right out of the box. Isn't it?
The size of a phone book.
No, it doesn't have a manual. That's the
Even
problem
better.
with it.
Well, it does. It does have a manual. It's a PDF manual. It's on the thumb drive.
It's not much of a how-to though.
But really and truthfully,
It's what this
don't really
button
need
does kind of manual.
you really don't need it.
Zach Thong, you don't like P90s?
I love P90s. I like P90s.
Just even with the noise, I still love them.
Oh,
For-
I like P90s.
For some things, P90s are just the bomb.
They're angry pickups,
They're
they're
angry. They're fat, angry single coils.
and they're
They even sound good clean.
they sound
clean.
clean.
They
They're,
Yeah.
sound great clean.
You know what I'm getting? I'm not getting that computer underneath your desk there. I'm getting
You're
the
gonna
pod.
get the little one.
I'm gonna get the pod go. I'm like pretty much convinced. I'm gonna
The
buy.
pod goes on pre-order sale at Sweetwater right
Yep.
now.
I asked about it this week. They're talking about they're getting them in the stores March. So I'm gonna just go out and buy one. They're $600 Canadian. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna screw around with it, play with it.
And you guys get hosed on everything.
I know. Hey, man,
Exactly, Thrash. I mean,
throw 13% tax on top of that, buddy. And that's what I'm paying for it.
13%
On
tax.
top of that, so that'll cost me just under $700.
I'd be moving to Buffalo, New York.
yeah, no shit.
But then I'll take it if it does everything I need it to. I'll keep it. If not,
Oh, it's gonna do everything.
that.
It does
Look at
everything the
what Jack
Helix does.
But look at what Jack said. Look how those guys in Australia are getting bent over.
yeah, they're also
100 Australian.
Plus, they're on fire and their toilets flush the wrong direction. So they got that going for them too.
Can't win.
That was harsh.
So, but I got 30 days. I got 30 days, and then if I keep it, I got some pedals that'll
Exactly, Krellbar.
13% tax because free stuff ain't free. Yeah,
Exactly.
13%.
Yeah,
Wolverine wants to know if you think it's gonna good or better than the Stomp. I think it will be as good and just the more.
I think it's more useful than the
going to
stock.
be. I think it's going to be on par or yeah, I think it's going to be on par with the Stomp. And here's why I say that, because it's not going to have the complete functionality of a Stomp. It's going to have about 95% of the functionality of a Stomp. It's got some very, very helix type DNA, but the functionality is going to be cut down a little bit.
So let me answer this question. Jay Steen is saying Podgo versus Plethora X5. Two completely different animals. Okay. The Podgo is got you can set up patches with multiple effects all on top of each other. So you want to make a sound with a little bit of drive, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of delay to it. You can do all that. And then you can have, so you've got basically 6 building blocks of things you can mix and match and put on all the different push buttons. And it has an expression pedal. So you've got basically a wah if you want it. The Plethora is all time-based effects. There's no overdrive on that. So it's just your delays, your reverbs, your choruses, your flangers. Yes, you can beam all kinds of tone prints in them. If you're familiar with TC Electronic, you know they have all kinds of tone prints for reverb. Tone prints are like different takes on a reverb sound created by all kinds of famous musicians and so on. It's in that regard, it's super flexible. But generally, that thing, what you would use that thing for is you would put that in your effects loop for all your time-based effects, and you would have a shit ton of them. But your drives, no drives on the Plethora. That's the difference. So for my purposes, the Podgo basically does everything that I would need. So it all depends on what you're looking for, Jay Steen. You'll never buy a reverb, a delay, a phaser, a flanger, chorus ever again if you buy that Plethora. So it all depends on what your needs are.
I saw a question. Jack wants to know if the Podgo has all the amps and IRs. I would assume it has most of the amps. The IRs that you get with Helix stuff is more related to the cabs. IRs that you're probably thinking of are mostly ones that people create that you can download, and I'm sure the Podgo is going to have the same ability to do that.
You
Yeah.
can import the IRs.
Yeah.
Into the Podgo.
All right.
Jay Steen, it's a big ass mod pedal than pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You know, it takes all those TC Electronic time-based effects and puts them in one box, basically.
Quentin says the Helix presets sound like ass, and there's a couple that are fairly decent. There's a few good ones, but most of them are they're just overloaded with too many pedals. I mean, you don't need 15 pedals going into the front of your amp, all turned on. Some of them it's just overkill.
So here's the thing with even with that, a lot of the factory presets are good building blocks, right?
They're good for teaching you what the different effects do.
Well,
what I found.
But my even to be more on point, they're good building blocks. So you can actually import those into a user bank,
and then customize them.
You can start pulling out the effects you don't want.
Right. Dump the phaser.
It's real stupid easy. So if you've got a preset that you like, kind of like the bass tone of, then you can import that out, and then you can start pulling out the effects you don't want in it. And there are some of those that are actually pretty good. You just have to pick and choose. I mean, not all of them are great. I will agree with you on that sentiment. But
there's about 4 or 5 of them that I found that I like.
There's quite a few of them that are actually pretty good.
The other thing too, I'm not a big fan of super processed sounds either, right?
That's the problem when they put so many effects layered on. It gets to sound digital and processed.
Yeah, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to make that my Podgo my pedal board. So if I got I need a dirty rhythm, all I'm going to have is overdrive, maybe a touch of delay, reverb, done. 3 things.
I hate to do this because I'm going to lose gonna lose my loop. And this is one problem I hate about the Helix. If you have a patch that has a loop, it will not save it if you click off and go to a different patch. But I'm going to show you something. Everybody, a lot of people seem to like the Randy Rhoads tones that when I play, when I do my live streams. I'm going to show you what that patch looks like. Me. Spin this over. There you go. That's what that patch looks like. I know you're not going to be able to see it good, but that's okay. Just to give you an idea of what all's going on, there's a lot going on in that patch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on in that patch. So, you say over processed or a lot of this, a lot of that. Sometimes it takes a lot of this and a lot of that to make it sound good. I don't think it's saying. No, it's only 43, Quentin. I don't think it sounds all that bad. I think it sounds pretty damn good.
Thrush is talking about the Boss ME70. So I had one of those things, and I bought it because it was when I first got back into playing, and I had a gig, and I needed sounds quick, and you got every Boss pedal pretty much in it. And I gigged with that thing for about maybe a couple of years, and then I got this. I had a buddy that had a connection with TC Electronic, and I was getting all these TC Electronic real cheap. So I decided, okay, I'm going to start with the pedal board. And of course, your pedal board starts with 4 pedals, and now it's grown to whatever I have down here. I don't know, 12 or something. But hang on a second here. I can't see it.
In the private chat.
Yeah, I know, but it's not letting me do that. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. But
the apple juice kicked in.
apple juice kicked in. But anyway, to finish my story. But here's the thing. So once I A-B'd, and I actually did a video of this, I A-B'd the sounds, and I went 1-to-1. So here's a dirt pedal. Here's the dirt on the ME70. Here's a chorus on the ME70. Here's a chorus pedal. Once I did that, all I'm going to say is that ME70 got sold, and I've never missed it because the pedals absolutely smoked it. But if you need sounds quick, cheap, ME70 is the way to go. Actually, the new Boss ones are even way, way better. Like the top of the line, the GT series, I think they're called GT. Those ones are really good. Grumpy Mike knew what he meant before I knew what he meant.
Smoking hot.
I got Blue Stain, and it's killer. Love it. P90s are amazing. Blue Stain.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. P90s are amazing, yeah. The new GTs, yeah, the new ones, Great Vanzini, are really good. They're really good. I had the old ME, oh man, was it an ME12 or something, or an ME8? Like way, way back in the 90s, and I was using that, right? But I tell you, that was sort of my first foray into tone, right? Because I was really ignorant about tone until I started getting pedals, and then that's when I really started to get into tone, and I realized how important it is. You know, dialing a good tone.
Gibson special. I can't read
Attribute
that.
PC,
Oh.
Gibson special, double cut.
Oh, you got the blue Gibson special double cut. Okay, I got you.
I got you.
I know what you're talking about now.
They had
Yeah.
them on sale for, get this, $1,000.
Yeah, they were trying to move them out.
Oh, but that when they first came out, I remember you can get them for $7.99.
Didn't they come out with a single pickup one first, and then the next year they came
Pickup,
out with the
then
double pickup ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the double cut junior and double cut special.
Did you see the Boss OD 200? No, no, Justine, I haven't. No.
Exactly, Wolverine.
Wow, that little friend of ours that you had to kick out of the show earlier is making the rounds.
Where is he now?
You might want to check some comments on your videos later.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's all right. It's been handled. It's not like I can't figure out who it is either.
Right.
I'm pretty good at that.
You think? Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm looking at the monitor over
Yeah,
here.
we see how you are.
All right.
The newer Boss OD200. I like it. It's all drives, Dave says. Or
Oh,
Jay
all right.
says. I'm sorry. Dave said. It wasn't Dave. It was Jay Steen who said it.
16. Yeah.
Boss OD200. You could probably buy just Boss pickups and pedals and be okay, you know? They're pretty good pedals. And not expensive and bulletproof, right?
How much is the OD 200?
Oh, look. I shall search for it.
Post it. I want to see what this thing is. What is it, like all the Boss drives in one box or something?
200. Oh, yeah. It's a big old monster. You get a good photograph here.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I'm just looking at what you sent me.
What I sent you, I can't remember now. Here, share that.
Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's the one. That's the one that's going to be on the show.
Holy free holies.
So there's the OD200.
Right.
Looks like it's got all the drives on this dial here. The Blues Driver, Overdrive, Screamer, Metal Zone, all of them. I need a better picture than that. It's not the best picture of all time.
It's a digital model of all the Boss OD pedals.
Let's see. It's got
Pretty much.
Fat, Stack, Brown, X Metal, Fuzz, Overdrive, Blues, Screamer.
But it's only got 2 push buttons on it, so you can't really change these on the fly, can you?
Well, it's got a memory.
It's got a memory. They're probably preset. You can probably do presets with it. I bet.
But I'm thinking about you're playing a gig, right? How do you go from one sound to another? You just keep hitting that one pedal, hoping it remembers. God damn! But you remember what I
do? I don't know.
Yeah, it is a hybrid, so I would assume it's probably digital and analog as well.
It's got a built-in noise gate and a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Lots of drive options.
Jack Daniels is saying Ola England did a Will It Chug video last year on the OD 200. That's the OD 500, right?
No, it's the
No, that was the 200 we were looking at.
Okay, so I did it on that. All right.
Yeah, there were a few.
I think the 500's a delay pedal. Oh, I'm sharing. Why am I sharing that?
Yeah, I think they're clearing out those Gibson double cuts. I think they're getting rid of them because I don't think they're part of the new line, right?
No, they're not.
You know what? If you guys want a wicked deal, man, buy a 2019 Gibson Classic. They got 61 pickups on them. 60s profile neck, they're blowing those out because they are not part of the new line.
Yeah.
You get a great
But
deal.
now, like the 2019 standards are still,
They're still up there.
they're still up there. Yeah. See,
They haven't knocked them down yet.
basically anything that was a holdover from King Henry, when King Henry left in 2019, and when JC took over, they're trying to get rid of all that stuff. Excuse me.
Oh, you like the fat neck Jack Daniels? Yeah, then you won't like the classics.
Nope, not a fat neck guy.
I wish I could like them because it gives you a lot more options.
It does. It does.
You know the funny thing, Brian, Relic, the one I was showing you earlier, that's got a 50s neck on it,
Oh, does it?
but it doesn't feel like a 50s neck.
It doesn't.
It's a little thicker and rounder than the 60s, but not by a hell of a lot. And I can play it comfortably, which surprises the hell out of me. But I don't know.
Excuse
Cheddar says Gibson 60 necks have no reason to live.
me. Yes, he does. I disagree. I don't like the fat necks. I mean that blue
I
purple
like chunky
telly,
necks, and I cannot lie.
that blue purple telly I built had a big fat neck on it, and I didn't like. That's why it's sitting at Sims Guitars right now for sale, because I don't like the neck. I mean, I could change the neck, but
If they stopped making 60s necks, I wouldn't be able to own one. My little girly hands.
I just fat necks just do not work in my hands. I
Yeah,
don't like them.
super fat necks. Like I could probably like a 58, which would be the fattest neck Gibson makes. I don't think I could swing that.
56, 50,
But the-
56, 55 are the fattest.
But the
That's
50,
what Joe Perry gets. He gets like the 55 Babe Ruth Louisville Slugger neck.
Those things are like telephone poles. There's like no
Right.
taper on them. They're just fat all the way.
That's
freaking
why
down.
I want a Joe Perry guitar, but there's no point in buying one because I already know I can't play it.
I'm like Lars. I like
think
the
they
slim
can split.
taper.
Yeah, I'm a slim
Like the
taper
slim
guy.
taper too.
Well, I've had the 60s neck in the Classic that didn't have the asymmetrical thing going on. Those aren't bad either.
Well, that one, well, you can't see it, but Relic is 50s neck, but it's comfortable because it's really like, it's so close. You know what? When I'm down around the first fret, like I'm playing like F, G, right, it feels like a 60 slim taper, just gets rounder as you go up. It's not bad. But my 2016 standard is an asymmetrical neck. That's the only
Chris is asking me
asymmetrical
about the
neck I
Cali neck because everybody says the Friedman necks are really big. And actually, this one on my T feels bigger than one on my Cali, but that's not an overly big neck.
Pretty good sized neck, man.
I mean, it's not small. It's the biggest one
bad.
I've got, but it's not too big for my hand.
It's not like when Krell was showing his Richie Kotzen, that looked like a friggin' bat on screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's by far the biggest neck that I've got, but it's not to the point where I can't have fun playing it. It's not uncomfortable,
This one-
and it feels so good.
You know fret markers on that,
It feels
Brian?
so good. What's that?
There fret markers on that?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just.
Oh,
they're
real
real tiny.
Oh, okay.
This is the fattest neck I have, which is the traditional. So it's a 50 style neck, but it's not.
I like that neck when I
Yeah,
played
it's
it.
not terrible.
I could probably live with an R9 neck, but the 60s
I think you
slim
could.
taper fits me better, so why?
Guitar
Yeah.
It says the coolest fret markers are on what? On that thing? They're dots, man.
They're little bitty dots. That was one of the things I didn't like about my Cali. The little bitty dots were dark and you couldn't even see them.
see 'em.
And I know everybody will say, use the side markers. Well, I'm old. I have to have bifocals to see the side markers now. So
The Dank Savage is here. Welcome. And Mark Dillon. Hey, guys.
So
these are
So,
the
Savage-
P90s you want, by the way.
if
Friedman
if you want-
P90s for the win.
If you want a wizard neck on an LP, this isn't a wizard neck, but it's a thin neck.
Is it made it?
There you go. This actually, it's a very comfortable neck. I don't like the wizard necks personally, but it's fairly it's not very it's not a very deep neck back, front to back, and it has low shoulders, which I like. I don't like big shoulders on the neck.
Yeah. Well,
That's where I have problems is when it's real wide, and this is why I don't like PRS necks. Every PRS neck that I've felt has really wide shoulders right here. They may not be front to back very thick, but they're really wide shoulders, and that's what I don't like.
if I blindfolded you and I handed you my SC, you would think it was a 60s Slim Taper.
I'll take that challenge.
What I was going to say was I like a little bit of, the neck to be inside your palm. That's the problem with wizard necks, right? That's why you get those aches. You get the cramps in your hand. So I like to have a little bit sitting in your palm, and then it just makes it more comfortable, right? So the wide flat necks don't do it for me for that reason.
I don't like the wizard necks because I've come to decide I don't like flat. I don't like that just flat down the middle of the back of the neck.
I don't
It
hate
doesn't
hate
feel
a
right to
flat-
me.
I don't hate a flat back of the neck, right? Like I said, what I hate are the shoulders. I hate the big shoulders on necks, and I can feel them. If I reach around a neck, grab it, and it's got big wide shoulders, I don't like it. I won't play it.
Cheddar
The
has
wizard.
found
Go ahead.
these shoulders on any PRS.
Good advice, Chris.
Yeah, he says my pattern thin necks. He doesn't like the shoulders on those either, and I don't feel the shoulders on those. But how it feels in your hands, how it feels in your hand, right?
Right.
Yeah, I had one of those. I had that Ibanez that had the Nitro Wizard 3 neck, and it had big old giant shoulders, and it was flat as a 2x4 on the back, and I couldn't bond with the neck.
Yeah, it's the shoulders, man. I don't, like I said, even this has a very flat neck on the back, but the shoulders are low. So
I saw
can't
that,
beat
Lars.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was
Oh, no, you're
commenting
fine.
on Lars said.
This has a very, very flat neck on the back. But it's low shoulders, which I don't hate.
What's BC Rich call their neck shape? Do they have a name for it?
No,
No.
not really.
Lars was saying he likes the new Gibson 70s V
Flying V.
in white. Yeah, they got the V in the Explorer, right? The new white ones. I believe Trogley's got one or both of those coming to review.
Shyness is for dumb people.
Throw acoustics away or smash them.
Oh man.
I have two acoustics. Well, one true acoustic, which is my resonator, and then I have the Taylor T5 S1.
First thing I do when I shape a neck is I take the shoulders way
Shoulders
down. Jack doesn't like those either.
Yeah. Shoulders on a neck just me and shoulders on a neck just don't go well together. Can't do it. I don't like a V either. Definitely don't like a V-shaped neck either. Not my thing.
You know what? I don't mind V-necks. There's Cheddar being PRS expert, this guitar. Now I'm gonna draw a blank. What's the guy's name? The Vernon Reed has a signature model with PRS, and that's one of the best necks I've ever played. It feels great, and part of it is because it has a little bit of a V to it, but it's so super comfortable, and you can rip on that guitar. The problem with the guitar is it's got this really goofy graffiti pick guard that looks stupid. The guitar is all black with this colorful pick guard that just looks crazy. But Burton Reed has a hardcore V. I love that neck on that.
Oof. Ugh. And okay, in case you guys haven't heard this story before, I'll go ahead and tell it. The very first Strat I ever played was a 60s. It was a 60s Strat, ash body, natural, and a maple neck. And this thing had a V. It had a V neck on it, and I mean V neck on it. And I hated it. Hated it. Haven't liked them since. And it took me almost 30 years to pick up another Stratocaster because of that guitar.
Mayhem's got it figured out.
Honest truth. Honest to God truth.
I'm with you on the natural finish there, Mayhem.
Yeah.
I went authentic finish.
Cheddar, yeah, you can replace the pick guard for $5, but here's the problem: that guitar is stupid money. It's like, if for that kind of money, I want like a really nice top. I don't just want a black guitar with a stupid pick guard. Give me like a really nice decorative 10 top, so that it looks like I'm buying something of value. That's the other problem.
It's Chris and the Mafia.
What? I just tried.
Cheddar, tell us the truth. Is guitar pick Chris in the Mafia?
You see what I posted?
That's awesome.
He's the Ayatollah of bought and solda.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's Orphan Solda. That's good.
I think that was. I'm gonna have to take credit for that one.
No, you said he was. The week before, you said rock and. You said our guest was the Ayatollah rock and roll, and I tried to get you to say that Chris was the Ayatollah bought and solda, but you wouldn't do it because you were smart.
Pretty sure I said bought and sold.
No, you'll have to go back and watch because then
I
I
will
said
have to go
I
back.
told him to call you bought and sold, and Chris what? That's so bad.
No, Zach, I didn't watch that video. I'm way back in my video watching. I didn't watch that.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
It's just Chris is in the mafia, and they've gotten lame since the Godfather days. They'll take anyone these days. Chris is in the Irish mob, he says.
Irish mom.
That's the Oilers, big and hairy.
Oh man.
Oof.
So how you guys doing? You guys ready to cash this in, or you want to go for?
It's been about 3 hours.
I'm good for whatever.
All right,
Probably,
for another.
probably about all the
We're running out to 1 a.m. here. I don't know, another 15.
yeah, might as well run it out 4 more minutes. You've probably lost all the subs you're going to lose at this point.
Yeah. That's what usually happens with these shows.
4 more minutes isn't going to matter.
Krill bar. Put up a free beer sign, you'll get an Irish mom.
That was good. Is that your favorite beer, Tom? Oh, I get it. From The Sopranos, Big Puss. I get it. Took me a minute.
Grumpy Mike still has 3 or 4 shots left in the bottle.
Oh
I
my
have
God,
a few
dude.
more than that, but I did put a hurting on it again tonight.
I did okay. I'll be all right in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I've been sipping whiskey.
Yeah, I've been behaving myself as well.
You got hammered this afternoon in the place we don't talk about.
Okay.
In the place that is unmentioned.
The unmentionables.
Can't talk about that show.
What happens in the stays in the.
Yeah.
Well, I had 1 shot of scotch, and if that was enough to take my wheels off, I could save a lot of money. To tell you
You
that.
didn't even feel that.
I could save a shit ton of money.
And Cheddar owns it.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll stop when Cheddar says stop, damn it.
Stop. It says Cheddar says stop.
Chris, that's totally Captain's choice, man.
Oh, my earbuds just bit the dust. Uh-oh. It might be time to end the show.
Captain's choice, Chris.
Captain's choice.
I gotta go to audio settings. I can't hear you.
We've dialed it back a little bit. I don't know if you've watched a lot recently, but we've kind of dialed it back on the
These
live.
guys have slimmed the show down. They've cut out all the fat. They've cut out all the fat, all the alcohol, and everything else.
Well, not all of it. We're just a little more mindful of what we got going on. That's all.
They've gone all professional on you.
Yeah, we
Am I
try to-
echoing now?
Yeah, a little bit, Brian. Not too bad.
No, you
All right.
were before. You're okay now.
No, Mike, that's not what we mean.
My little earbuds have about a 2 hour and 45-minute lifespan. I guess 3 hours.
The Halloween show destroyed everything, says Crawl. Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly, Cheddar, right? You see what Cheddar said?
See who can be the bigger guitar idiot, even if you win.
How many drinks before the guitar turns into a saxophone? Yeah, that Halloween show. We debated taking that bad boy down.
We did. And even still, we revisit that every once in a while.
Yeah, we're like, should we take that down?
Take that down.
Well, that was when we did this. Was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago? Three of us did this. I was really seriously debating about taking that one down. That one down.
Oh, that was nothing compared to the Halloween show.
That was tame for
Oh, yeah,
the Halloween show.
Yeah, I run a professional channel here. Boys. Gotta keep
Professional channel.
No,
Once
that
you get to
Halloween-
1,000 subs, you have to have a different set of standards.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, we're trying to raise our standards on the live wires a little bit.
yeah.
So
There's
maybe
a
we
long
can
way to
get
go.
that 1,000. We got a long way to go.
It's getting good. You guys slimmed it down to around 90 minutes, which you've been pretty close last couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, last week we were right on it.
There you go.
I think we went like 3 minutes over, but yeah, trying to jam it down into 90 minutes and you know, it's difficult, man. It's a hard thing to do.
So Pitt's guitar Pitt saying he's going to come locked and loaded. Get ready.
Cheddar says he can't drink, but Cheddar Gearfest, you can just hang out with us and watch us drink.
Yeah,
You could be the designated driver. How about that?
It's already
We'll be the designated drunks.
We'll buy your soft drinks for you and your dinner. You get us back to the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just be the designated drunks. How's that?
Yeah. The dank says after 8 drinks, I'm Ingve with lobster claws.
Oh, Cheddar said deal. So,
Deal.
all right,
He's in.
You're in?
He's in.
cool.
I know where there's a good steak restaurant that I definitely want to hit.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Especially since these two owe me dinner.
Oh, that's right, we do. That's right, we do.
Is there a Burger King around there?
White Castle
White Castle. There you go.
You know
That'd
what?
be even better.
put me in the emergency room.
Listen, seriously, no shit. I gotta have White Castle while I'm down there because we don't have White Castle up here, and all I hear about is White Castle.
No, trust me, you don't have to have White Castle. We'll just describe it to you, and you can say you had it.
Okay, wait a minute. It's not White Castle. It's In and Out. That's the one.
Yeah, In and Out's not bad.
Hack, we'll drive by the White Castle. And
You can smell it, and that'll be enough.
That's plenty good, I promise you.
Roll the window back up and just keep moving.
Just keep on going. It's gonna be a Tim Hortons around here somewhere.
Oh man, it better be a freaking Tim's.
You ain't missed much on the White Castle. In and Out's okay. I mean,
the In-N-Out burger I hear a lot about.
The In-N-Out
exactly
burger.
Wolverine.
We won't find an In-N-Out burger in Indiana, unfortunately.
No,
That's-
you'll have to come when you come back here. I'll take you to In and Out.
You got In-N-Outs down in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
we might have to get Hack a couple of sliders just so he can experience the next morning.
Carl,
I mean, they don't call them sliders just for fun.
they slide in and right back out.
Yeah.
They literally lay down like a layer of onions and then cook the hamburger on top of the onions. Just so you know.
Oh, thanks, Zach. I appreciate that.
We got Five Guys Grub Bar. We have Five Guys here. That's pretty
I
cool.
love Five Guys, but they're real expensive. Woo!
Yeah. You guys get Burger Priest down there?
What?
Burger Priest?
No, don't have Burger Priest. We have Burger King.
No.
In and Out is a burger. It's a burger place.
Burger. Don't take your kids to Burger Priest. The Happy Meal. Happy Meal's a whole different deal there.
Oh, God. What's the name?
Oh man.
You were going to cut it off at 1 a.m. and you went over. See what happens when you go over?
Right, Woody? Yeah, constipated, go to White Castle, problem solved.
Burger Priest hot dog special.
Oh, Mayhem saying that In-N-Out's like DQ in Australia.
I'm going to name my band Burger Priest.
There is, it's a thing here, and they're really good.
Hey, Quentin. Yes, you're right. And I'm driving the
Do you have
bus.
French fry none? Oh my God, we're going to hell for sure.
Yep.
I'm driving the bus, man. Already got my
Burger Priest has been relocated to another parish. You made me snort. Pizza Pope. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm getting my ab workout in today.
All right. And on that note,
Pizza Pope that's just hilarious.
Dave, anything you want to say in parting tonight?
It's already been said.
I think it's all been said, man.
It's all been said.
You got any videos coming up?
Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. It's been an absolute blast.
Don't unsub Hack on our account. That's not nice.
No, it's really not. Just
Burger Diddler.
Hard pass, man. Hard no.
Yes, I'd like to have a Super Priest Burger, large order of flies, and a confession with that, please. Can I get a chocolate confession?
Are you gonna take communion with that burger?
I don't know.
Take it easy on the wine, Brian.
Got any videos coming up, Dave? Anything?
Priest burgers come on them little crackers anyway.
Yeah. Oh, God.
They do more than come on the crackers.
I've heard of the Hamburglar, but this is a whole different thing.
They just come on small buns.
Wolverine wants a hot cherry bend over and a large Coke.
Oh, God.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, I pulled a muscle. Shit.
Brian, you totally missed my joke, dude. I said they come on small buns.
That's the Junior Priest Burger. Oh, God, we're going to hell.
Yeah. Anything you want to mention coming up on your channel?
Would you like sauce with that?
Special sauce. Oh my god.
No?
Oh man. Whew. Composure.
Next time, just keep it to 3 hours, Hack. It'll be better. Oh, God. Fort Wayne is in big trouble.
Oh, Fort Wayne is in huge trouble.
Okay. All right. Anything coming up on the channel, Dave?
Well, here comes the Tim Hortons.
There's the Timmy's.
Is that Queen Bee?
No, it's my son.
Oh, hi, son.
I don't really have anything planned right now. Maybe I've got a couple ideas stewing in the old nugget, and we'll see what happens. But nothing like really hard planned out right at the moment.
Quentin's like, we need to pray for forgiveness right now. Hack, how do you drink a large coffee at 1 o'clock at night and not be awake all night?
Doesn't bother me the slightest. What about
I'd
you?
be up all night.
What about you, Brian? Anything coming up on your channel? Are you gonna do a review of that?
I'm
pedal?
gonna do the review of the little Friedman and then put the little new pedal to the test here and see what that sounds like.
Right.
I did the little experiment today. I plugged it in through out of the XLR cab sim into my camera, and it sounded just like the amp in the room. So I was happy with that. So Friedman's did a good job with their cab sim.
Cool. And what's live wires this week? You guys want to?
Livewires Wednesday, 9 p.m. The Guitar Pit is our guest.
Guitar Pit's coming back.
Yeah, episode 31, I think. Yeah, episode 31 with the Guitar Pit. Second time on for Chris.
That's good, man. It's flying. Man.
Little known trivia about the Livewires. Chris was actually our very first guest on the Livewires channel.
This is true.
There you go. There you go.
So he was not our first guest, but he was our first guest.
Because the
on
first night
Livewires.
we did a test drive on Dave's channel.
Who was your first guest on?
Eric.
EVH guitar, or what's he call his channel now?
Music Gear TV.
Music Gear TV.
Right.
At the time, he was EVH and Gear Network, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I thank these guys for hanging out. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight, and hopefully you had some laughs and talked some gear, and hopefully you guys all had a good time. Next show on Thursday, 8 o'clock. Check it out. I'm supposed to have a guest to confirm.
Oh no.
Buddha burrito.
But hopefully we'll have it all hammered down.
Dave, I take it you're not going to
There's no beef. There's no beef in the Buddha burrito. Where's the beef?
I just take it he's not going to Priestburger.
I should have a guest on Thursday. And in 2 weeks, I got a guest that it's I'm really looking forward to. That should be a lot of fun. All right, guys. Have a great
Hack, before you get on the bus, I want you to get me a Priest burger and bring it down.
No, don't. Leave that for
I'm not
Priest
finding
alone.
So thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope you guys all had some fun, and we will catch you in the next Livewire show Wednesday at 9. Next Hack show Thursday at 8. You guys have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your weekend.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.